every famous football player has a school, somewhere, right?
Right.
And at Neymar's football school, they had a bunch of kids lined up, and the coach has the whistle, and he blows the whistle, and the kids start dribbling the ball back and forth. And then the coach blows the whistle again. All the kids drop to the ground and start crying, holding their knees.
Oh, jeez. That I'd love to see that. That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Wow.
Oh, wow. All right. Hey, Parody, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting, man.
I think you got the wrong show, dude.
I think he does.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We had Night Demon on before. We had Parody on this week.
Totally.
Yeah, no, this is No One Respawns in Real Life, man.
Who's that?
You got the memo, dude. Come on.
What do you mean?
Did you not see the memo? You didn't see the message I sent you?
No memos.
Oh,
No, you said it was Parody.
We don't do memos.
Didn't you? You said it was the other guy from Two Titans and a Hunter.
No, I said I was gonna get Parody eventually. He's very busy, and we were lucky to get Respawn tonight. So,
who's Respawn?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I don't know. This is kind of awkward, dude. This is Respawn, man. Come on, man. You know Respawn. No One Respawns in Real Life.
Never met him.
He's like the star on Two Titans and a Hunter. He's the hunter part.
They have a hunter part?
I've never met
Hmm.
him.
Huh.
Sounds kind of douchey, though. When's he coming in?
I don't.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fuck it. We'll see how it goes.
Indubitably. I guess I'll tag in while we wait for this guy. I mean, you know what? You can already tell the guy's a dick if he's not even here on time. It's 5 minutes past and the fucker's not even here. What a douche.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Hazel, hold on.
Wow.
I'll send you a message. Hold on, Hazel. I'll message you real quick.
Oh, okay.
Bring you up to speed here, man.
Oh, okay.
Damn it, I thought you saw the damn notes, man.
Yeah. I can't believe we're talking trash about Parody, but I guess if he's, we can take this guy.
What do you mean? I handpicked this guy. I chose him this week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When's he getting here?
We want to hear his story, dude.
Story time. I love story time.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for listening to us today. Welcome to episode 97 of Guardian Down Cast, where a couple dads talk about all things in the Destiny universe, and we interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. We're the show that loves our network of fellow podcasters. I'm your host, the Gatr, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. Hey, man, how's your week been?
It's been a cluster.
When is it not? It just seems to be everybody's going through it right now.
Yeah. So I think last week I said that my daughter was sick for the first time in
That's right, yeah.
A year or over a year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she ended up passing it off to me, so I ended up getting sick this week, I think.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm like, wow, this is fantastic. I haven't been sick in well over that time then. So yeah, so that's been my week, getting sick, and then we started feeling better and everything else, and the doctor called me. It's like, hey, how would you like your COVID shot? It's like, sure, shit on my week some more. Let's go. So yeah, so I got my first COVID shot, and my arm feels in pain.
Bubblicious.
So yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely.
Mm.
So yeah, aside from that, life is going, man. It's going.
I hear you, man. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. How about you?
Yep. As you can probably hear, my voice is back to normal. I'm gotten over my little bug, and I'm back to normal. I'd say 99%. I still got a little bit of a cough, but that always happens. It lingers for a while, and then eventually I'd forget about it. But yeah, it's been a good week. My son, like I said, is moving down this weekend over Memorial Day weekend, and
that's right. Yeah.
God, he's gonna have to drive through all that traffic on the way from Minnesota to Florida. That's not going to be a fun drive. But his future in-laws, I should say, are taking an RV, so that way they have something to sleep in during the night if they want to take a break or anything. They don't have to worry about hotels or anything. And he's got his old beater Honda CRV pulling a trailer. His girlfriend's bringing her old beat up Escape, you know, 1,000,000 miles on both these vehicles, and they're old. And my fingers are crossed. In fact, I added roadside assistance to their insurance policy just to make sure, you know, they get stuck, they're covered. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm so happy. My son's finally going to be just a few blocks away from me. My brother had a rental house right down the street from us, and he was going to sell it, but then he decided he'll rent it out to my son and his fiance, and got a huge backyard where their dogs can run, and it's perfect. It's just a perfect setup. So life is good, man. Life is good. My dad's still having some woes. He's going through more poking and prodding to figure out what the hell's going on, but he is going to the Moffitt Cancer Center and pretty soon, in another week or so, to find out how to get treatment for his condition, and we'll just kind of go from there, man. I mean, that's all we can do is just wait and see. But I tell you what, this week, buckle up, because we're welcoming to the show and I'm using air quotes here, the hunter of the Two Titans and a Hunter podcast, and an entertaining and outspoken voice of the show. It's our friend, No One Respawns in Real Life. How you doing tonight, man?
Yeah. Well, I was doing it right until I heard the air quotes. What the hell you mean? Hunter of the show.
He's all about the visual bits. Not only am I the
hunter,
that was a visual bit
in Two Titans and a Hunter, but I am the unofficial. Well, I say unofficial because I didn't exactly lobby for this, but I apparently was put in this position.
I see.
To be the leader of the Hunter Master race.
I see.
So there's no air quotes hunter here. It's hunter or nothing else.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I apologize.
Come at me, bro. All right? 1v1 me, bro. All right?
So I take it you're doing well.
Well as a mindset, right? I'm always doing rough, but if you let it get to you, that's when it becomes bad, and then you start the downward spiral.
Good point.
So I think to myself, if I can make jokes out of literally everything, I'll never be upset. So far, hasn't worked, but I'm still trying.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Sounds good.
And this week's going to be particularly rough, man. I'm over here. Shit, where am I? Let me look at the phone. I'm in Wyoming at the moment.
Wow.
And tomorrow, first thing in the morning, I have to drive to Denver to catch a plane to Florida to pick up my mom from the airport, who's flying in from Louisiana, to then pick up a rental car and drive to North Carolina to pick up my oldest son, and then back down to Florida. Oh!
You make sure you got that rental car locked down. They're really scarce this time.
Well, you say that. You say that. What I got right here is I'm like the high elite status, whatever.
Oh, okay.
I travel for work.
You're
right?
good. Yeah, you're good.
And I get here, and my job got me in a Corolla, which is stupid. But I get these free upgrades all the time, and normally the free upgrade is like one class, maybe two classes up, right?
Right.
But I'm looking at my app at the airport, and at the very bottom it shows, hey, you can upgrade to a Toyota Highlander.
Nice.
It's really nice. It had like leather and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
But it had a tail light that was broken. I'm like, what else we got, right? And then I refreshed it a couple times, and then it said a Chevy Suburban. I was like,
ooh,
what? And I had to double check that it said, complimentary upgrade. I'm like, yeah, it says complimentary upgrade. Click that. But it's not just a Chevy Suburban. Gentlemen, I have a Chevy Suburban Z21.
Nice.
Souped up with all the bells and whistles, and it's even got the big-ass weather tires. You know, the ones that make the buzz on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
All season.
I was like, are you serious?
Nice.
So it's a nice ride, dude. And I told my mom, it's like, I'm sorry, Ma. She goes, why? Like, because whatever rental car we get in Florida, it's going to suck.
Oh.
She goes, how do you know? I'm like, because all the good luck I got on this one.
I rented when I went on my trip to Montana with my family. I got a Suburban as well, and I remember going out and I went to this little airport in Butte. Butte's a lovely city. It just has a really tiny airport.
I've been there.
I had to walk off the plane and then walk to the airport off the plane. There was no gate. Anyway, I go out to my he says, oh yeah, it's out there and you're good to go, man. And this was such a small airport. Everything was in one room. And we go out there, and someone beat the shit out of the passenger side mirror. And I'm like, well, I got to go report this because they're going to get stuck with a bill if I don't tell them.
Absolutely.
So I run back in there, And I'm like, dude, are you going to have to get me another Suburban? I said, this one's got this passenger driver, mirror is shot to hell. I mean, it looks like someone hit a wall or something with it. And he goes, don't worry about it. You're good. I'm like,
yeah.
What? Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I got you. You're covered. I'm like, so it's supposed to be like the only 2 Suburbans in the whole town or something, but I guess they're not used to Suburban. But yeah, I had to go up like rock pebble roads and stuff, and we ended up getting a flat tire from all the pebbles. So I didn't get the coverage, so I had to buy a new tire for the damn thing. Anyway, long story short, I've rented a Suburban too. They're pretty cool. They're really roomy.
They're very cool.
They're gas
the
hogs,
coolest
but they're
one
nice.
I've ever been in, right? As far as SUVs go, I've been in a Yukon Denali, which is really nice.
It's a nice car, yeah.
But the best one was a Yukon Denali XLT. This is like the Porsche of SUVs, dude. Nice. I was like, what? It's got anything you could ask for in a vehicle. This bad boy had heated seats, got it. Cooling seats, got it. Heated steering wheel, got it. Cooling steering wheel, got it. Heated mirrors, got it. Whatever you wanted. What's in this damn thing? You could even let go of the steering wheel. It would keep you in the line and stop you before you ran into somebody.
A lot of the new ones do that now. A lot of new cars do that.
Yeah.
It's weird as shit.
I was like, this thing is insane. Yeah. But sidetracking just slightly so we can get off the topic, the scariest thing I've ever got as a rental was a Hellcat.
Really? You got a Hellcat?
I got a Hellcat.
No
and
shit.
And they didn't want to give it to me. I went to Atlanta, and I had reserved this 2 weeks ahead of time.
Really?
I get to Atlanta, they have no cars in my class. Right? I'm like, what about my free upgrade? They have no cars in that class. I'm like, well, what's the next one up? He goes, well, that's the Z class. That's the cool cars class. I'm like, well, you don't have anything in the other classes, so what do you have? And he starts listing off these things, and he says, yeah, we got a Charger, we have a Mustang, we have this and that and the other. I was like, wait, you have a Charger? He goes, yeah. I'm like, you have a Challenger? He looks at me and he goes, yeah, I'll take the Challenger. I did not know it was a Hellcat.
Oh, my God.
Right?
It's got a Viper motor in it.
I have no idea what's got in it.
It's a V10.
All I know is this thing is loud. With the radio up, the engine idling was louder than the radio.
Oh, yeah, it's a crazy car, man. that car should never have been made. It had like 800 horsepower.
Dude, I told my wife about it. I was like, Luna, this is a really fun car, but I'll never own one. She goes, why? I'm like, because it is actively trying to homicide me.
Yeah. It's one of these Chryslers like this, man. They make cars that shouldn't be on the road. They should be on the racetrack somewhere.
When you hit the brakes, it's like, are you sure? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure?
Wow.
God, there's an intersection. Please stop. Right?
I love it.
And then you just let off the brakes and barely touch the gas. Yeah. The thing's damn near peeling out.
Oh my God.
I'm like, this car is actively trying to kill you.
Dude, it's like 800 or 900 horsepower. I've done some research on them. It's crazy powerful, man.
It was crazy.
It was fun to you got exotic car power in that thing.
And never again. Like, I've had my fun with that.
Yep.
And I drove a 2020 what's it called? Camaro SS.
Yeah.
Like all the little track stuff
those are
in
nice.
There. Yeah. That car, when I drove it, the front tires came off of the ground.
Wow.
And that did not scare me as much as this Hellcat did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Hellcat is just nuts, man. It's like some guys in a barn made it and said, "Oh, let's make a bunch of these for people."
Yeah. And speaking of which, they're going to put okay, so this is hearsay, but I've seen it all over all kinds of media, right? The whole minivan with the Hellcat in it. Not the Hellcat, the engine. What's the engine called?
The Viper engine? It's a V10.
No. There's a name.
Oh, Hemi. The Hemis.
Is it a Hemi?
Yeah. It's a true Hemi.
Whatever. Whatever's in the Hellcat. There's things about them putting it in a minivan, and there's even a concept of the minivan.
That's just nuts.
And I told my wife, I was like, I have to get this. She goes, why would anybody want that? I'm like, they're appealing to the dads, and it's working.
Yeah.
It's
got a unibody on it. It doesn't even have a frame. Come on, man. You're going to bend that around a pole somewhere.
Absolutely.
God almighty. That's just nuts.
Anyway,
man.
That's all I got.
Well, all right. Well, just an overview of this week's show. First, we are going to talk to Respawn. We want to, we talked to him on our past historic tripod episode, the legendary tripod episode, but we really haven't heard his story. So tonight we're going to do that. We're going to get his story as he wants to tell us, and then we're going to test his Twitch reflexes in our new and further improved Fast Fire segment we call the Speed Run. Hazel's next going to go over the TWAB for this third week of Season of the Splicer. We'll have some words on our first experience with the Vault of Glass after that. And then finally, we'll answer questions from our community and add 2 songs each to our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlists on Spotify and iTunes. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's roll. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man. All right, Respawn, thank you so much for coming on, man. I'm looking forward to get to know a little bit about you and have our community who don't know about you, they can learn a little bit about you. So let's just start with this. Tell us about yourself. Where'd you grow up? What do you do? Where do you call home? Things like that. Although you did kind of mention that before, but still.
A little bit. So I grew up actually all around the world, right? But if I had to say where I spent most of my childhood, I'd probably say New Orleans, Louisiana. I was born there. I lived there the first part of my life, and then we moved to Texas, and we came back to New Orleans, and then we moved to Illinois, and then we came back to New Orleans. Right? So the reason I say I've been everywhere is because one of my brothers, my mom was a 60s child, right? So I have 4 brothers, and none of us have the same fathers, okay? So that being said, one of my little brother's fathers was a truck driver. So while I was growing up, I went to everywhere in America, right, for like 4 years. So that's how that became a thing. And then when I got older, I joined the Marine Corps, went to all the air quotes exotic places that they sent me to. And then I found out that I enjoyed traveling on my own. So I went to South America, Europe a lot. So I've traveled a lot in my life. Right? Nice. And, but home for me will always be New Orleans, even though I'm never going to go back, right? It's not a place for children, in my opinion, right? There are some parts of Louisiana that are good, but the city where I grew up is not conducive for raising children, hence why there's so many things wrong with me now. Anyway, so yeah, it's my home. I love the food there. I love my family there. And my wife even tells me that whenever I start to talk to my family that's there, I change as a person. My mannerisms, my accent, my everything all changes when I'm back home. And she's like, how do you do that? It's like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's just subconscious, yeah.
Yeah. Where I'll call home now is Florida. So out of the frying pan into the fire, as some might say. Although I would say Louisiana, as far as heat, is worse. Not temperature-wise, mind you, because Florida and Louisiana have about the same temperatures year-round. Mm-hmm. But what makes Louisiana worse is we have damn near max humidity year-round.
Yeah, we do.
Right? Yeah, Louisiana has damn near... summer is like walking through like a beef stew.
Yeah.
Like most of the year.
It's a trial. Sucks. It's a trial.
Yeah. And
that sounds so like they should do. Is that like their state motto?
No.
It's miserable.
Like come walk through beef stew with us.
Yeah, gumbo's not just a meal.
It's the air.
It's an environment.
You're breathing it.
Yeah. But yeah, the winters though, believe it or not, are even worse, right? So
yeah.
Most people that have had winter, you put on some jackets, you put on some clothes, you're good to go. Right? Yeah. Louisiana, that is not the case. Because we have so much humidity in the air, you can't dress for it because your clothes just get wet and cold. And it seeps in and you're cold.
It's a damp cold. It sticks to you.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
So again, another reason I'm not looking forward to going back, no matter how much my mom asks, I'm not coming back to Louisiana. I left for a reason, and that reason hasn't changed. Right?
All right. Makes sense.
So, talking about Florida now. Yeah, I live in Florida, Central Florida, not too far south, not too far north.
You're probably not far from me then. I live in Northwest Orlando. Yeah.
No, you're less than an hour from me.
Nice. Cool deals.
Yeah. What do you do to pay the bills, man?
I build 911. It sounds complicated. Everyone's like, you build 911. Yeah, see that. So 911, traditionally speaking, you think analog telephone service, which is what it was and still is in a lot of places, right? But analog is not dependable, right? Because those copper wires that hold the calls, they degrade, they, rats get inside the things and make nets. And analog is not great if you want something long term, right? So now everything's going digital.
Right.
So my job is to, depending on what they need me to do, I'll do anything from a site survey, which is to go out, take a look at take a lay of the land, take a look at what they have, what they need, and how to implement it, all the way up to doing the actual implementation of that.
Really?
Right? So yeah, it just depends on what they need me to do when I need to do it. I have to fill the spectrum, as it were.
Are you self-employed or do you work for a company?
I work for a huge company.
Okay.
And that's why we're not going to say their name.
That's fine. No, I wouldn't want you to.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But yeah, so that's why I travel a lot. 2 to 3 weeks out of every month I'm on the road. Money is really good, but with a new baby, things do get rough. My 13-year-old doesn't care. He spends most of his time online anyway. But the little one, he's going to be 2. What month are we in? May? Next month. He'll be 2 next month.
So you have 2 kids?
I do.
Nice,
13 and 2. Hell of a gap.
2 boys? Girl, boy?
Yes.
2 boys.
So,
okay.
A lot of people don't know my last name is Perez, right? And the reason that matters is because my family, we don't have girls naturally born. My mom and her sister being the exception, right? We have 2 girls a generation.
What?
All the rest of them are boys, right?
Wow.
So anybody that's ever been to Florida and they've seen the Perez have their own phone book,
oh yeah,
there's a reason.
Yeah.
We don't have girls. So yeah, all boys. My mom had all boys. I had all boys. Everybody has all boys. It's just how it is. That's why there's so many Perez's in the world. Just because boys just carry the name and have tons and tons of kids.
You gotta love Perez Hilton too. Just kidding.
Perez Hilton.
No, just kidding.
I don't know who that is.
It's a fashion icon. Well, let me ask you this. Now that we kind of know where you're from, what your family, what you do, how did you get into gaming, man? Did you start from the very beginning, or did you get in later in life?
So again, my mom was a 60s child, and when I was really, really young, it was before my first brother was born, so I had to be less than 7. Right?
Okay.
My mom was dating this one guy, and so they could go out and do whatever they want to. He had an Atari.
Nice.
Right? Well, I'm talking old school Atari with the little stick and button.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah. No, actually, he even had an old one. There was one that had like a white, like cue ball. It was a little white ball that you used to scroll back and forth and up and down.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
Yeah. So he had those Ataris there, and the very first game I ever played, I think it was called Pitfall. Right?
Nice. My wife's favorite game.
And I got to this one point. Keep in mind, I'm like 4 or 5 or 6. I'm a young kid. And I got to one part of the pitfall game where the pitfall was too wide to jump over. And I didn't know how to get over it. I got frustrated to the point of anger. And I don't know. From that moment of anger, I got this instinctual, oh, I'm going to beat you. And that carried on to every other game I've ever seen.
Nice.
And then my next huge influence was RPGs. Chrono Trigger, I think was the first one. Yeah, okay. Chrono Cross, and then all the Final Fantasies. And then, dude. Love me some RPGs.
Good times.
Yeah, really good. And that's what got me into gaming, and it's been like that ever since. Ever since I touched that first Atari, I've had every single gaming console that's ever existed, except PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox. Right?
Okay. Are you a collector like Night Demon is? Do you collect the consoles?
Yes. Okay. I even have something called a Sega CDX. Not a Sega CD.
Really?
A Sega CDX.
Never heard of
The
it.
top part had a spot for the cartridge, and the bottom part had a part for the CD. But
Really?
what you could do is you could take the bottom part out, put batteries in it, plug headphones into it, and now it's a Walkman.
That is cool. That was way before its time, man. If that's what if that's when the year you thought that came out, man, that was wow.
Yeah, get them all.
That's so cool.
And I do collect them. One day, I'm hoping my kids might find the same joy in the earlier ones that I did. But just my oldest kid, Marble Madness on the Atari.
I remember that game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to talk about so much fun? I love that game, and I tried to get my 13-year-old to play it. He got mad.
That's a great game, man. It's a nice 3D game.
But it's not. It doesn't have guns or Call of Duty or any of that other stuff. You just have to be good.
All right. Next question. Favorite moment from Destiny? Or favorite most memorable moment from Destiny? One or two. One or two.
That's a tricky thing. I can't really pick out a favorite moment from Destiny, right? Because there was a lot of good ones, and yes, most of them involve Cade, right? But definitely the most memorable is when he died, right?
Right.
Because I didn't believe it was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way, right? And I was like, there's no way. Because especially since I had also kind of been into the lore, I know there's a Cade 7. Oops, spoilers, by the way.
What?
There's a Cade 7.
Interesting.
I don't know if they're going to implement him in the game, but Cade 7 is a thing.
He'll be here
really
later. You know he's going to be here later.
Point is like, I didn't think they were actually going to kill off Cade, right? So like, oh, well, the voice actor's gone. It's like, yeah, but this other guy, the guy that plays the ghost, is doing Cade now, right? So Cade is still here. Turns out, no, they actually killed him off, and the way it happened, he went out like a champ, dude. Like, if you're going to kill off a character permanently, that's how you do it, right?
Yeah.
That is how you do it. And the best part about that whole thing, right? The most memorable part about that whole thing is Cade on the ground, knowing he's donezo.
Yeah.
Aldrin over him with the gun.
I know what he's going to say.
Yep.
Still being the smart ass he always was, dude.
Well, no, let's say it. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Say hi to your sister.
No, he said, "How is your sister?"
Oh, I thought you meant he was still talking shit, because that's what he was doing, basically.
He was
even
talking
then.
shit. But no, the line was, "How's your sister?"
How's your sister?
So you got it wrong, sir.
All right, sorry, my bad.
He's a warlock. Give him credit.
That's fair. The fact that he even knew it involved his sister, I'll give him credit for. But yeah, I mean, just the whole action sequence when you see him using the knives and the golden guns and this, you see Cade being an absolute badass.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We actually see the series.
Of his death. Yeah. At the moment of his death, he's still Cade. Like, hey, how's your sister? You know, just like that last "fuck you" right before he got shot, man. It's just like, damn. And as a matter of fact, for those that are watching my stream, that's my background that I have on my laptop right here that we're recording on, and at home on my desktop. Is the hunter carrying Cade off, and it's one of those moving wallpapers. So you have like the ash and the debris kind of flowing. Yeah, dude, it's just like in all of video game history, there's only one I think that's more impactful than this whole scene, and that's in Final Fantasy VII between Sephiroth and Aerith. If you know what I'm talking about, you know.
Right.
If you don't, I'm not going to spoil it because I just remade the game, so go play it. But yeah, so hugely impactful. And every now and again, I'll see something online and it talks about Cade, something that Cade did. Like I sent to you the other day, the Cade riding on the chicken. Remember Cade riding on the Colonel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the picture. Yeah, every now and again, I'll see something involving Cade. I'll just realize, even though he was never a real character, I genuinely miss him as though he was a real person that I knew in real life.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, I mean, that's the moment right there, man.
Yeah, I miss him. I got to admit, I miss him. I'm not 100, I miss him. Yep.
Right, man. Good old Cade.
All right.
His pep talk. Remember when Destiny 2 was coming out and it had Zavala, Ikora, and Cade all doing the motivational speeches, and you got Zavala, raising up the Titans,
the
people of the city. And then you have Ikora, being the intellectual. And Cade does this whole big speech, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's all excited, and nobody does anything.
Yep, nobody says anything.
Just dead silence, and he goes,
"There'll
be loot!" Everybody gets all excited.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I love the bar scene before that. I thought that was good, too.
Yes, that was very good.
Yeah.
When the bar's like in rubble, you mean?
Yeah. He's just sitting there having a last drink. Didn't care about just stuff blowing up around him. I'm good.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, he was a badass.
Yeah. He was well written. I mean,
I forget we had a question. It was like, what was your favorite, like one of your favorite, like Cade moments or something like that? I think Sweaty asked it or somebody.
Yeah, I think it was on
the
Guardians Ghost podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. But and that made me think of that one scene in like in Vanilla D1 or D2. I mean, where he like pulled out his gun when he opens up that door, and then he like ends up shooting like 3 Cabal.
Oh yeah, that was a question last week.
When he's holding the door open for you to walk through?
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes pop, 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 just that fast. I was like, get out.
Yep.
Yeah.
I same.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even though his death is most memorable, I think. Oh God, I don't even know. There's so many good Cade moments. I can't pick. I'm not going to pick. They're all good.
No, that was good. The one you had was perfect, man.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's awesome. All right. So, what are you playing these days?
Still Destiny. Now that we've got the new DLC, and I do some Outriders on the side. And whenever I have no internet connection, there's always Skyrim. Right?
Yeah.
Got to get that RPG fixed somehow. You know what I mean? Yeah. And also, there's one called Path of Exile.
Yeah, I know that game.
Like Diablo 2, Diablo 3, that's going to be a game for you. It's very Diablo.
It's a Blizzard. It's a Blizzard game, right?
I don't know.
Path of Exile.
It, actually.
Okay.
I don't know. You might be right, but
I thought that was one of their flagship games. I could have sworn it was.
Path of Exile? No, that's a free to play, dude.
No, I meant flagship, like one of their iconic games. I may be wrong, but I could have sworn I saw it on the Blizzard site. It's one of their core games. Yeah. I may be wrong. I see it streamed a lot though. Still a lot of people watch it when they're streaming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it got streamed. Hold on, let's see. Path of Exile is made by. Yeah, you guys get to see my game library. It doesn't tell me who it's made by. I thought it would have like information.
I thought it was a Blizzard game. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably thinking of something else. Oh well.
Matter. Yeah. Somebody out there knows.
Yep. I'm sure one of your people in your chat will tell you.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So you guys have been podcasting for quite a while now. I'm referring to the Two Titans and a Hunter podcast with your buddies Night Demon and Parody. How did you guys first meet? How did you guys first put this all together? I mean, I guess that's a two-parted question. So,
how we first met? D1 Destiny, right? I've never been in a clan aside from Call of Duty, right? I've always been the loner kind of guy. I guess that's maybe why I relate to hunters so well. And I've never been in a clan. Never been in anything in a group or anything like that, right? And I was doing an LFG for a raid, and the Frozen clan popped up, right? And I got an invite to do the raid with them, and it was all Frozen and then me, right?
Right.
And you want to talk about a train wreck of a raid? Oh my god. We couldn't tell our left from our right half of that raid, right? And most people would get upset that we kept wiping or doing this and that and the other, right? And leave, like some people do, right? If you don't get it right the first,
yeah, people bail. People bail
leave
quick, especially the ones that have experience doing it. They just don't have the patience.
Yeah, exactly. And even though I had experience, the people that was there with me, we meshed really well together. Frosty being one of the main people that was there, and her husband, they were in that group. I think Demon was. I'm not too sure about that. He'll correct me on that. But it was during this raid I met Frozen, and then I ended up getting an invite to the clan. And at first I was like, whatever. I'll play with you guys for a bit. But then eventually I ended up joining the clan, and I've been a part of Frozen since way back in D1 until they pissed me off one time and I left the clan. But then it was sorted out and I came back, right? But that was just...
That happens in any clan. Yeah. Any clan you have that deal.
It happens, right? And it's like, they're all like, oh, well, you can't do X, Y, or Z. It's like, kissed my ass. I can do whatever the hell I want. And you can't tell me what I can and can't do. So it created conflict, but it was resolved, and they brought me back in.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the show goes,
right.
Demon used to have a different schedule, and we used to play a lot. It was Demon, Parody, Pony, and a lot of guys. We used to play a lot together, right? And then times changed, and people got jobs at night and things like that, and we split up for a bit. And then out of the blue, Demon just says, "Hey, I'm starting a podcast. You want to be a part of it?" I'm like, what's a podcast?
That's a common answer.
It is a common answer. You'd be surprised.
And he told me what it was, and he told me what he planned to do with it. And I was like, you know what? Sure. Just like it's a hobby thing. Why not? Right.
Right.
And if you listen to the beginning episodes, right, he tried to be real professional about the whole thing. He wanted the thing to be kind of a professional podcast, right? And outside of the podcast, I kept trying to tell him, like, look, dude, there's so many different podcasts out there giving information to people, right? Anybody can regurgitate information. If you want this to be successful, you have to be different, right? Just stop trying to be so controlling. Stop trying to make it linear. Just let things happen,
mm-hmm.
right? And the hardest part for me was to not curse as much as I do normally, because he wanted to keep it child friendly, and he got tired of editing me out all the damn time.
Right.
So
that's the dolphin squeak, right?
Dolphins, ducks, birds, whatever he decides at the time. There's some long rants where you'll just hear like a train go wah, wah, and hit me, and then he blocks out that whole conversation.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so things like that, and the more and more he's let us just kind of be us, the more and more downloads we've begun to get. And it's like I told you, you just let the three of us interact like we normally do, and people will enjoy that. They don't want regurgitated information. They go other places for that.
You want to be entertained.
We want to entertain. Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So our dynamic is British Dad tries to keep everything on track while I spend most of my time screwing with the other two, and Parody gives me
It's in the middle. He's in the middle, right?
No, he's not in the middle.
No?
If you pay attention, Parody purposely gives me these layups for me to dunk.
Oh, he set you up. Gotcha.
Oh, he is an antagonizer. He is an enabler. Whatever gets me going, whether positive or negative on the show, if you pay attention, most of the time it's something Parody started.
I've heard it. I've heard him do it. I've witnessed it.
Oh, yeah. So, and then, and so far we're doing pretty good. I think we have an average of like 2,000 or 3,000 downloads an episode now.
That's really good, man.
Damn,
that's really good.
So
I saw your Podbean downloads. I was like, wow, these guys are great.
We're definitely getting up there, and this is all coming from the day whenever we were excited to get over 10.
Yeah,
right?
I remember those days.
I still remember back then. I was like, dude, we got over 10. He's like, what? Yeah, dude, we got 10 people.
Oh, tell Hazel how many times I've flashed screenshots of downloads. Like, dude,
I mean, you got it. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, people won't enjoy listening.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you got to. If you're just there to do work, to try to be successful or whatever, people are going to see through that shit, right?
People know when you're mailing it in.
Yeah, right. So people know that. The No One Respawns in Real Life is a character,
mm-hmm.
right? It is a character, and it's an accentuated character. I purposely do things to make that character seem dumber than what I am in real life, right? I purposely don't read TWABs. I don't pay attention to things. I'll forget things. The forgetting is not necessarily intentional, but not paying attention is a lot, and it gives me that character of the comedy, right? The way I look at it, if people are laughing at me, they're still laughing, right?
Yeah,
they're still being entertained. I'll be the court jester. I'll be the butt of every joke. I don't care as long as it's bringing entertainment to people.
Does that sound familiar, Hazel?
Nah.
Yeah. And then there's the whole angry thing.
Yeah. The rants.
Both of those are,
love the rants.
Well, not just the rants, just pure anger. Like the pants earlier. I held back. I'm pissed about the pants.
Right.
I am not happy about that at all.
That wasn't earlier. That was later, by the way, if you remember.
Later, sorry.
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Exactly.
Later.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, the anger's also kind of a facade. Both of those characters are real parts of me that I deal with in everyday life.
Sure.
But in real life, I have to rein them in. On the show,
right.
I let it go. And it meshes well with Parody and Demon. Even though Parody and I, let's say in real life, we wouldn't be really good friends, right? Because we have different views on a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
In the game, none of that matters. On the podcast, none of that matters, right? We're there to have fun and enjoy each other's company, and that's what we do. Right.
Right.
Yeah. So, and that's just how that's how we got started.
That's a great.
SBS.
I have to even say, Hazel, I don't know if you'll agree with me or not. I think he explained his show better than Night Demon did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was very eloquently put. Very nice.
Yeah, but don't tell anybody. I have a reputation to uphold. All right?
Well, no, I'm sure nobody's listening. Don't worry about it.
No, just between us guys.
Yeah, you're fine.
As a matter of fact, just edit this whole part out.
Okay. Will do. I'm really good at editing. No problem. Why'd you laugh? No, never.
No reason.
Real story of how TTNH was formed. Well, there it is. One thing.
Great, man. That's a great answer.
Podcasting.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to ask that, Respawn.
Oh, edit that part out.
That's what Hazel's probably going to ask you next.
Really?
Maybe not.
So?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
I
don't even know what we're talking about. Who are you?
How did the Respawn rant segment start?
Anger. Pure, unadulterated anger. Because Bungie, if you pay attention, Bungie has a bias against hunters, right? They say it's because of it's the community or whatever, but when you look at what characters that Bungie themselves play, it is overwhelmingly Titan. At the time, I think Cosmo is the only outspoken hunter, and I think there's a warlock. I think DMG's a warlock.
I think Deej was a warlock too.
Deej, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Deej, not DMG. Other than that, they're all Titans, right? And if you look at the history of nerfs, buffs, things like that, like look how long it took to nerf the One-Eyed Mask, right? Over a year. And then you take that the hunters get an exotic that finally lets us one-shot with our knife, and it's nerfed in, a month? If that, And hunters are constantly, overall, hunters get nerfed more than any other class. And that's not an opinion. That is a provable fact. If you go back and you look at all the patch notes, hunter, right? And because of that, I was getting very pissed off at a lot of things, especially that Bungie favors Titans with all the one-shot abilities that Titans have without even getting the super involved, right? You have a hammer that if you hit 3 people can start to one-shot after 3 hits. You have a shoulder charge on all of your fucking subclasses that can one-shot, right? Just like Titans are just the epitome of hold W and hit melee, right? That's it. And then things die, right? And warlocks, even you warlocks have like that charged grenade where you throw that charged Nova Bomb, mini Nova Bomb thing, right?
Right. Yep.
That's a one shot. Your solar subclass has that melee that shoots 3 fireballs out.
Yeah.
That one shot. Yeah. You guys, every other class has not just one, multiple one-shot abilities that don't really take any skill, meaning precision hits is what I mean by skill, to accomplish.
That's called space mount magic, Alex.
And the only thing that the hunters have that can one-shot outside of a super, right, is our throwing knife.
Right.
And that doesn't even one-shot unless, A, you get a headshot, and sometimes even then it doesn't work. So they gave us an exotic, which if you shoot somebody in the head a couple times, it charges your throwing knife so that even a body shot will one-shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it gets nerfed. Oh, it's got too much tracking. More tracking than 3 fireballs being shot out of a warlock's ass?
From like 80 feet away?
Yeah.
What about the ice cube?
Sorry.
We can shoot an ice ball out of our hands too.
Yeah. And you know what? I did make jokes about it on the show about how I was playing Iron Banner with this set of gloves, and I was getting knife kills that I shouldn't have gotten. Like some guy will get in a duel and he'll peek behind a corner, and I'll throw the throwing knife on the ground. It'll hit the wall, and then I'll get a headshot. I was like, that's awesome. You know, it did have a lot of tracking. I'll give you that. But then they nerfed it down to like no tracking, almost none at all. I'm like, dude, come on, right? And that's off the wall bounce. The gloves also gave just the knife when you throw it normally extra tracking, which would allow you to hit your one shots more efficiently. And they nerfed that too, right? So now the hunter has no one shot abilities, and stasis comes out. Holy crap! Hunters are actually, we have a good melee. It doesn't one shot you. You have to land both of them to kill somebody, but at least we have the option to do that, right? And then that pisses off all the Titan mains. Oh no, now we're getting the shurikens. They're too strong, says the guy that can one-shot you. And with the right exotic, we'll get his shoulder charge back immediately.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the ice show.
It is the
That's
ice
what
show.
Gatr says.
No,
you
it's
can hear me getting worked up. This right here is how the Respawn rant segment started. It's because he would get tired of me talking over him and Parody and just being loud all the time. So he set aside a section of the show. If I was pissed off about something, here's your time, vent it, and then leave it there. I don't want to hear it for the rest of the show kind of thing, right? Rarely does that happen, but that's how that section got started. So
makes sense. Yeah, I feel your pain, man.
That's awesome.
There's the reason probably hunters get nerfed all the time is because the majority of PvP players are hunters.
They are, and I'll explain it to you the way I explained it on our show, right? Is people are saying hunters are too good, hunters are OP, hunters are broken. That's not the case, right? What makes hunters so good isn't the class itself. It is the class of person that plays as a hunter.
A lot of sweats.
The hunter takes a higher skill level, but people that play that hunter can match that skill level optimistically, and therefore the hunter is good. If you're just getting onto Destiny and you pick a hunter, you're not going to do well, right? You're not. You can play a Titan and you can do amazingly. You can play Warlock and you can do amazingly. And to prove this point, I showed them one day. It's like, all right, check out what I can do in PvP as a hunter. Boom. I did really well. Top of the leaderboard on both teams. Did great, right? I was like, now take my skill level and I'm going to jump on my Titan. I obliterated that game, dude. It's like, you see the difference? Yeah. Titans take no skill to play. So when you put a Titan in the hands of a skilled player, it just becomes unstoppable, you know?
Yeah.
So hunters themselves aren't more OP than everybody else. It's just the people that play hunters that are, quotes, more OP.
Listeners, make sure you direct all your comments that Titans are easy to use, or any comments of that sort. Just direct them to No1RespawnsInRL. Oh,
I'll fight you on it. I got facts.
No, people have opinions. I get it. No, I'm following your reasoning. Yeah. Shoulder charges are. I don't know who made those. They're terrible.
Hey!
They're terrible.
Hey!
What about your space magic bullshit? Where I'm gonna like shoot you from across the map with a fucking melee?
What?
Yeah, but his melee. If he kills you with that melee, he doesn't get it back immediately.
No.
Whereas you do.
Yep.
But I'm sure that there's some bullshit exotic.
It's the only character that doesn't have to use a gun to play Crucible.
Yeah, that's true.
Ooh,
and I did get a.
Oh no, Titan.
What about Warlock?
What about Warlocks?
Warlocks don't need a gun either. All they can do is they just have to run around and use they can use swords, Dawnblade, Top Tree. Come on,
that's a super. We're not talking about supers.
Dude, I'm just talking about in general, though. Dude. You can still use your fucking.
Okay.
I played.
In his defense, you're Void Warlock. Once you get that train rolling,
if you're it takes skill to use, though, man. You got to know how to use it.
It does.
Now,
Devour? Are you talking about Devour?
Yes.
Yeah.
Devour does not take any skill whatsoever.
Sure it does. You have to get the kills to regenerate it.
You do have to get the kill. Yep.
You have to get one kill to proc that.
Yeah, you do.
Ooh, that's so hard.
Okay, but I ran a Titan on Pantheon and we ran out of medals just shoulder charging people.
Yeah,
I swear to God, it is very easy to do. Yeah. And I'm not high skilled.
So.
And not even shoulder charging, because that same helmet works on all the Arc subclasses, right? So even the one where you jump in the air and crash down,
that's what I use on my Titan.
Gives it back.
It does.
You know.
Yeah.
The problem is those diving slams don't one shot. Believe me, I've run into that in Iron Banner several times.
Yeah, they do.
No,
that might be a difference of like your power level. Possibly.
I don't know. I was pretty even. I've been trying to use it.
It's been nerfed, but whenever I was,
it's been nerfed.
Playing that in the Crucible as for like leveling up purposes, right? It worked out for me, but that was years.
Now, if I had Peregrine Greaves or another, one of the exotic boots on it, I probably could shoulder charge one shot. But I don't know. I don't play around with it too much. I have a basic setup where I use it to play my Iron Banner matches. But I'm curious about this. You've podcasted a while now with Night Demon and Parody. What's one thing you've learned about Parody and one thing you've learned about Night Demon from all the years of podcasting with him?
Oh boy.
Hold on, let me get my notebook. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm ready. Go ahead.
Let's see. About
Black
Demon.
Mirror material inbound.
Demon, we started playing a lot more after doing the podcast than what we did before the podcast. And the Demon is not the Demon like IRL, right? So
how so?
The one in the show is pretty straight laced. He tries to stay organized and this and that and the other. He watches his language and this and that, right?
Right.
One of the first times I played with him, we did the after we started doing the podcast together, we did a Valentine's Day thing. He and I, and
the doubles.
And then we did some Iron Banner stuff after that, right? And I remember one time we were getting our asses kicked so bad, right? He started a downward spiral into anger.
Uh-oh.
And I've never heard so many expletives come out of a person's mouth in a single than I heard out of Night Demon that one day. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
No shit.
Can you say all of that again?
Hazel, is this true? He did play with you on day one.
No, I didn't hear any of that. I think
he had his manners on.
No, he's got to be upset. Like, he's just hanging out. If he's having fun, and y'all are just all screwing up together, that's one thing.
Okay.
But when he's in tryhard mode, like in Iron Banner, where he wants to win or he wants to do well, and he's getting fucked over, you'll see the bad side of Demon quick.
Are you saying he's salty?
Salty? No, not necessarily salty.
Okay.
But whenever he crosses that threshold, whenever he gets over that hill, he's like a repressed preacher's daughter.
Oh wow!
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. God. Like he holds in all the time, and when he crests that hill and he gets angry or he gets really flustered, oh goodness!
Night Demon. Wow.
And he will deny this. He always deny this every time I tell him. But I was like, no, that is a thing. And that freaked me out when he did that because I was like, this is not the same guy that I've been playing with all this time.
Shit.
Wow. And Parody, I've learned, like I said, we have differences of opinions on a lot of things.
Sure.
Both in and out of the game, right?
Yeah.
So, the one thing that I've learned about him is he is a man who loves to turn his brain off. Right?
Okay.
So, I'd never really thought of Parody as a good player, right? Definitely not at my skill level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Demon's at my skill level. Sometimes I would say in some instances Demon is better at PvP than myself.
Okay.
Right? But Parody, I wouldn't think of as being a high skill player, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he does shock me sometimes whenever he loves the war pig. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The chess piece. And then, of course, the Sweet Business. And now that the Sweet Business has a 150-round magazine, it's his love child, right? And what he lacks in skill, he makes up for in determination, magazine size, and ridiculousness, right? He will pre-fire 20 seconds before turning a corner.
20 seconds? Oh my God.
Look, I might be embellishing, but at the same time, I don't think I am.
So Parody's that guy in Crucible. I got you.
Parody is that guy that when he turns a corner, that damn gun is already full speed.
Wow.
He sounds like my brother.
And it works for him is the thing, right?
I think we might be related.
So,
That's crazy.
Like like in real life, I don't think we would be good friends. He and I don't enjoy. We're not the same personality type.
Sure. You probably clash that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm loud. I'm outspoken. I'm the center of attention. Yeah. Not that anybody's noticed.
He's more reserved. I can see that.
Yeah. So that's what I did learn about him about doing the podcast for so long is who he really is, and he's a much calmer guy than he is in the game. Right, in the game he's there to have fun, but outside the game he's businessman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the podcast starts recording, and then he's all like, "Hey, let's help Respawn fuck with Demon." So
this was such a great idea having him on this week, man. I got to just say,
yeah, we get dirt.
We get this is some. I was very surprised by this interview. So it's very informative. Why don't we wrap up with signature questions? What do you think, Hazel?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right, sir. So we'll go with this one. Do you have any hobbies outside of gaming? And if not, that's okay.
Well, I'm trying to think. Like, does football, soccer classify as gaming? It is a game.
Not video games.
Do you play in real life? Or?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You watch it?
I don't play so much nowadays because I travel so much. But yeah, I played football most of my life. Dude.
Okay,
it's great. Yeah, and I like shooting guns and fighting.
Like fist fights.
Yes.
Really?
There's a history behind that. So, like I said, I grew up in New Orleans, right? Mm-hmm. And my skin tone, despite my family being of Spanish descent, my skin tone is really, really light. But if you looked at me, I am a white guy on first appearance, right?
I've seen you on Zoom.
And when where we grew up, that was not the right color to be. Right?
Oh, okay.
So I fought a lot when I was a kid, and then I got into kickboxing, which was really fun, and I played soccer while doing kickboxing at the same time. And then I graduated to jiu-jitsu, and then the Marine Corps, and etc. Right? So every now and again, there is, you see it a lot in anime, right? And I guess another hobby would be anime. You see it a lot in anime. They're like, you never know a person until you feel what they're thinking through their fist. And it's a lot of hubbub and hoopla and whatnot, but it's true. It's actually kind of true. One of my best friends to this day, how old am I? Okay, yeah. So for the last 28 years, one of my best friends, when we were kids, we fist fought nonstop.
Really?
Nonstop, yeah. Every time me and his other brothers, we got along great. His other brothers and my brothers got along great. But me and Chase, ooh, it's like two beta fighting fish in the same bowl. We couldn't be in the same place
at
the same time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, after all those years, now we've got each other's back no matter what. You've
grown up.
Of course, being in the Marine Corps, you fight each other all the time to keep your skills up, and you do learn about people based on how they fight, right? And in a fight, normally people would look at me as an honorable person, right? For a long time, I'm not going to do anything dirty. I'm not going to hit below the belt. I'm not going to do this and that and the other. If you don't, that was then. Now I'm older. So now my mentality is shifted like, hey, I'm walking away one way or another.
Yeah.
I will pick up a brick. I will bite. I will scratch. I do not care. I have a family. I'm walking away and you're not. Is the idea.
Right.
So in order to prevent that from leaking out into places it shouldn't be, you take it into a dojo. You take it into a ring. You take it into wherever.
Controlled environment.
Yeah. And you have it out. And if you do something stupid, the overseer will correct you quickly. Mm-hmm. And just as a side story right quick, because this is another question, something that nobody knows outside of the game, right?
Okay.
Nobody knows about me that I haven't told anybody.
We'll just suppose I already asked that. Okay.
Is one time, before I joined the Marine Corps, I was a very angry kid, right? And one day in the ring, I had a particularly bad day, and I was not kickboxing much as I was brawling, right?
Right.
I was keeping to form, but I wasn't there to spar. I was there to hurt somebody, right? So after the first few matches, my instructor climbs into the ring. And this should have set up red flags for young Respawn.
Oh, yeah.
It did not.
There's a lesson coming.
There was a lesson coming. I should have seen it. I did not. I was cocky, right? I just took out 3 guys without breaking a sweat. What are you going to do? Can't do shit to me. So I went in for a high kick, right? And I don't know how I got from point A to point B. But I will tell you is I went for a high kick, and then I found myself what had once been horizontal what had once been vertical to now be horizontal and moving laterally along the ground.
Oh boy.
Right? Well, not above the ground. Right? So, long story short, that's how bad my temper was back then. Is I even went to take on my instructor, and when I went to do the high kick, he did a low sweep, which took out my other leg from under me.
Ooh.
That's what put me horizontal,
right?
And then pivoted on his foot and came out with the other one full swing and kicked me dead in my chest to send me flying.
Wow!
Right, all in one fluid motion. And this was the only reason I know this is because it was told to me after the fact. Like I said, I don't know how I got from point A to B. Right?
Wow.
I was kicking, and then I was waking up across the room. So, yeah. Had a temper. Still have the temper, but Marine Corps kind of controlled that a little bit.
That's good, man. That was probably good for you.
Yeah. And video games, believe it or not, if you have PTSD like I do, or you have problems with anger like I do, video games are, or anything that requires rapid eye movement, right, calms down the part of the brain that has to do with aggression.
I can see that.
Right? And people are like, well, how come video games make people mad sometimes? Well, that's the wrong game, right? It's I don't know how to classify it. My therapist back in the day, back when I needed one, told me about this, and that's why I told him, whenever I'm playing games, I'm calmer, I feel better. And then he went into the science behind it. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
So you telling me that video games is like a medication for somebody like me?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is.
It is.
It's an escape.
So
it's a way to turn off whatever spiral you're in.
Escape from reality just for a little while and make yourself feel better.
Part time. Yeah.
And when the wife's like, why are you yelling at the game? It's like, I thought you was trying not to be mad. It's like, I'm not angry. It's bullshit.
it's energy, babe. It's energy. I'm putting energy toward the game.
I'm not mad.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
The game cheated, man. That's bullshit. He shouldn't be able to hit that hard. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
yeah.
So,
well, I'm gonna ask my final signature question. I'll let Hazel finish out.
Sure.
Dude, what's up with the gamer tag?
Oh. Okay, so my gamer tag used to be shut up. All right? Don't laugh.
I'm not laughing.
It used to be Red Romeo 21 2001. Stop. There are worse names out there.
I had a nasal thing.
We need to know. Where did that come from?
Well, there's a long story behind that. Short story. Back in high school, I was really, really hot. And I had my hair parted in such a way that when Dawson's Creek came out, I already looked like the main character.
Really?
Right? And then we had a school play, and I played the part of Romeo. So my favorite color was red. People called me Romeo in school as a nickname, Red Romeo. And then 21, because 21's my second favorite number. And then 2001, because that's when I made the email address for the Xbox. So that's how that name came up. But after a while, I realized that I have outgrown this name.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And me and my friends were all trying to come up with a new gamer tag or whatever, right? And this is after I was in the Marine Corps at the time. And Chase's little brother, Jordan, he and I were playing games together, and we started brainstorming a bunch of things. And I came up with the whole, the theme was respawning. You can't respawn, right? Like, when you're dead kind of thing, right? Because that was my mentality in the Marine Corps. One shot, you're done kind of thing. And through a bunch of brainstorming between me and Jordan, we came up with No1RespawnsInRL, which was too long. So now we had to go to no, and then the number 1, No1RespawnsINRL to get the same message across.
Yeah, I get the message.
Well, most people don't.
Really?
Because some people think I'm trying to say number one, like I'm number one.
Oh, you're the number one respawner in real life.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like whenever I'm in LFGs or whatever, they call me number one instead of no one.
I see.
Right? So nowadays, I just get people to call me Respawn, which apparently I'm not supposed to be doing. Because when I went to go create my channel, and I was going to use like Respawn's Gaming or whatever for my Twitch or whatever, turns out there's already a guy out there who has a career named Respawn.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Wow.
So everybody out there who refers to me by Respawn, apparently we're not supposed to be doing that.
Oh my god.
We're talking about somebody else.
Yeah, totally somebody else. Yeah, no, that guy. That's why earlier when you were saying, hey, yeah, no, we got Respawn coming up. Really? Where? It was an inside joke for me, but you guys had no idea. Anyway.
Nice.
So yeah, and that's how we got that is a mixture between my Call of Duty, professional gaming, and the Marine Corps, and the seriousness between those two things, and that's how we got No1Respawns in real life.
Very cool, dude. Well,
Except
Hazel,
this one guy, about 2021 years ago, pulled it off.
Okay. All right,
Really?
Hazel.
Yeah.
Take us out, man.
Let's go.
All right. So, sir, do you have any a motto or mantra that you live by, or a couple of them?
Are you talking to me?
Yep.
When it starts to become work, stop doing it. Life is. This is not my motto. This is a motto that I follow. Right? Life is too short to not enjoy it. Right? And somebody who's angry all the time, like me, that might sound like an oxymoron, but as angry as I am at a bunch of things, both in and out of video games, I also try to make light out of a lot of things, right? And even in my company, we're all suit and ties, 911 guys, and this and that and the other, right? Everybody's trying to be all professional. I'll come in and I'll crack jokes at inappropriate times, right? I send out emails, right? When everyone's all like, hey, I'm having this issue, guys. Can somebody help me with this or that or the other? My emails say, greetings and salutations, fellow primates. I am having an issue, and the first person that helps me out is guaranteed to have 90 minutes of free sunshine over their house next week at some point in time. Just silly, goofy shit.
Yeah, I like that.
Right? Yeah. And you got to balance the two of them. So the mantra that I try to live by is, unless you have to be serious about something, don't.
I like that.
Have fun.
That's good.
Yeah. Have fun.
Good job, man. Hey, Respawn.
Yosh.
Brother, thanks for sharing your life with us, man. Really.
Yeah, thank you.
That was good. That was a great interview. I love it.
I mean, for somebody as narcissistic as I am, I'm glad somebody on some show let me do this, because my show won't let me do it.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I said, he hardly got to talk, about himself in the tripod episode. I said, I just had a light bulb moment. I says, I got to hear his story. So thank you for doing this, man. We appreciate it.
Sure. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
As Sweaty Spooks would say, appreciate you.
Hirsch.
All right. This is going to be interesting because Night Demon has already done the speed run this year.
Oh.
So let's see how Respawn does. All right. We'll do that right after this.
Call the Praxic Order, call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, boys and girls, this segment is called The Speed Run. This is where we have a database of over 250 randomly asked questions, and Respawn here is going to have 90 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and at the end of the year, the guest with the most answers will win a prize and title of 2021 Speedrun Champion. The questions are randomly asked, so no one can memorize the order, and just, answer whatever comes to mind as quickly as you can. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions randomly from the list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final. Startin is still our leader. Boy, she's going to be tough to beat. At 39. Yeah. 39 questions asked, or answered,
in how many seconds?
And 90? She was a robot. She was no. I'm sorry. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I mean, she's an animal. I mean, she's God damn it. She's fantastic, fantastical. Damn it. All right,
that works.
That'll work. Okay, I'll edit it. I'll edit that out. All right, Respawn. You ready to do this, man?
As I'll ever be.
All right, here we go. Hazel, you good?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
5. Favorite color?
Red.
Void, solar, arc, or stasis?
Stasis.
If you had more time, what would you do with it?
Read.
Grenades or melees?
Definitely melee.
Acoustic or electric guitar?
Electric.
Should there be freelance solo strikes in Destiny?
Yes.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Romania.
Dogs or cats?
Both.
First gaming console?
Atari.
What's better, the book or the movie?
Book. Always.
What is the best sandwich?
Roast beef po' boy.
Nice. Do you have a tattoo?
Yes.
Respawn, Night Demon, or Parody?
Respawn.
What's your favorite Destiny planet?
Earth?
Resolution or frames?
Resolution.
What's the worst job you've ever had?
McDonald's.
Vanguard, Crucible, or Gambit?
Gambit.
Nice. Describe yourself in one word.
Hunter.
T-spawn or respawn?
Respawn?
Who would you rather fight, Scorn or Taken?
Definitely taken.
What's your beverage of choice?
Coffee.
What number am I thinking of?
8.
Do you play Iron Banner?
Yes.
Wired or wireless?
Wireless.
Time travel or teleportation?
Time travel.
Best Destiny super ability?
Golden gun.
Mountains or beaches?
Mountains.
Roller coaster or carousel?
Roller coaster.
Batman or Spider-Man?
Time.
We'll let him
Which
have.
is for us.
We'll let-
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hazel is the authority. So Hazel, how many you get?
29.
Very good. All right, hold on.
Gonna beat Demon?
Hold
That's all I
on.
care about.
I'm looking it up. Because I knew
I'm
you were
looking
gonna.
it up.
I knew you were gonna ask that. Let's see how Demon did. How did Demon do?
I think he hit 29, 28.
I think so. Hold on.
Did he hit 30?
Just double checking.
He was
here.
like right around there.
Just double checking here. I want to make sure I got it right. There's this here. Okay. Night Demon did. Ooh. Uh-oh.
You gotta be kidding me.
27. That was on May 6th.
Got him.
May 6th, episode 94, for those who are wondering.
Yeah, Demon. Told you. I'm the best.
Wow. Now he's going to be
Best.
saying some expletives.
He's going to do it again, and it's all going to be F and everything else.
Yes,
you know?
definitely.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, remember I told you how you had to play Hunter Demon? Now you do have to play Hunter. Delete your Titan. You're done.
Oh, no. I don't think we had that bet going. Unless you guys did.
No.
That's between you guys.
No, he and I had something going on, and I ended up being right. And I said, yeah, now y'all have to play Hunter now. Every one of you that doubted me.
Good luck with that. Hey, good job, man. That was really good.
Hey, thanks.
Hey, I've got a question for all you listeners out there. Do you have a great question for our speedrun for next year? If that's a yes, join our Discord. Enter them in our Speedrun Question Ideas channel. Yep, we're going to do it again. We'll add them to next year's speedrun. Remember, they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. At the end of the year, just for fun and for your participation, we're going to have a drawing. Actually, 2 drawings for $25 gift cards of your choice. And 2 lucky people will win those. And just remember, you can enter up to 5 questions in the channel to go into the drawing. So good luck. All right. Well, that means it is time for our next segment. This week at Bungie. All right, 3rd week of Season of the Splicer. Hazel, what is going on with the TWAB this week, man?
All right. So, in case anyone didn't know, Vault of Glass dropped. There was a group of people that won it. Again, I believe the same group that won Deepstone Crypt. It is the wonderful people over at Elysium. They won.
That's right.
A little interview there, which is pretty cool. If you're interested in, what they did and how they did it, things like that, there you go.
Nice.
Then they mentioned a thing called Slow Down, which was very curious. And then they talked about, they did an interview with Kevin Yanis, or Yanes, as 2 Titans and a Hunter call. And
yeah, that's how you say it.
And basically what they talked about like where stasis was supposed to fall and how it was supposed to shake out and everything along those lines. Even because Kevin Giannis is the PvP guy, just in case anyone didn't know. And pretty much what it all leads to is what every PvP player has been begging for since pretty much Beyond Light dropped, is to have stasis fixed or not as shitty to play against. So in order to do that, what they're doing is they are nerfing stasis. I'm a little sad by this, and this is going to go live on June 3rd. So
yes,
you can suck it, Gatr.
It's the ice show.
It's the end of the ice show.
No. Listen, first of all, anybody who thinks stasis should blah 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 blah. Anybody who thinks stasis should be removed, shut up. Right?
No. I'm gonna
tell you why. It is a part of the game. All right. You can use it outside of PvP. You should be able to use it inside of PvP. Does it suck when you get frozen? Yes. So what do? You freeze them first, asshole. Stop bitching. Get good.
No. I don't want the ice show to go away. I just want it to be equal to the other light subclasses. I don't want a hunter to throw a tornado and walk away and go on the other part of the map while it kills things. I want some skill to be involved.
Oh, you mean like a tracking void bubble?
That you can outrun?
Or a Titan that literally flies at you like Superman?
No comment. That's my favorite super in Titan.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, did you know? You probably do know this. Did you know that hunters have hardly any armor on most of their subclasses? Now, I know you're going to talk about our Void Metal Tree, and you're right, it does have armor. But Golden Gun, 0 additional
You're talking about damage
0.
resistance while using your super, yeah.
Dude, almost none of our supers actually give us any damage.
I have to agree with you there. They are easy. Yeah. Golden Guns are easy to pop.
You guys are invincible while you're in your supers damn near, right?
Titans.
Can you... Hunters, while we're up there throwing that tornado, right? You're complaining about the tornado chasing you around, but I'm in the air for 4.6 years throwing those damn things at you.
Yes, I did.
And I have died so many times in that animation.
I've gotten sniped before after I threw them, though. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but I'm just like...
I agree.
You get the one off immediately. Yeah, but that second one, when you're winding up, you're taking aim, you're looking at the stars, you're mapping your trajectory, you got to phone a friend, and then you throw it? Yeah, no. Bullshit.
I understand. I get it. I don't want it removed from the game. I know True Vanguard just wants it out of PvP. I don't think it needs to be out of PvP. It needs to be. No, it needs to be used as
part of the game.
It should be used as a tool, not like a push button kill machine. That's all I'm saying.
And speaking of a tool, right? Hey, the Titan melee, your Frost melee, it freezes with one hit, right?
I don't know. I don't use it. I don't use Stasis Titan.
It does. It does, especially if you do the slide and make that little ice.
Oh, God, that slide, man. God almighty.
I love that slide.
Your melee one-shot freezes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but it's only for 1-point-something seconds. It's very short.
But it freezes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. But we don't have that super slide.
Hunters. Does your one shuriken freeze?
Slows.
Nope.
No. Hunters. Do both of your shurikens landing on the same target freeze?
I think so.
No.
Yes.
No.
Both?
Nope. Not anymore.
Really?
You get I think 75 or 80 stacks of freeze, not 100. Even if you hit them with both, it will not freeze them anymore.
Really?
Yes. That was not the slide.
Okay. All right. Since you got a bone to pick, I got a bone to pick. What about this damn cold snap grenade that they can throw that just streams from one person to another to another?
You have that same grenade.
Yeah, but here's a difference. Whoa. Here's a difference.
The artifact.
No, the one when you throw a cold snap grenade from a warlock, it's been nerfed already. It's like a second. But I am there all GD day when a hunter throws it at me. It's crazy.
There's an artifact. That's the reason why, man.
Yeah.
We
have an artifact that we have to sacrifice something else to put that artifact
all right,
which increases the duration.
I'm sorry I don't know Hunter 100%, okay? I play one on TV, okay?
Yeah. Says the guy that Superman's in and can literally track you.
I'm not, and I just play a hunter. I just play a Titan too. I know Warlock in inside and out. That's my main.
Okay. So, if that's the case, flaming swords that track you to the end of time.
You know what though? I understand. I get killed by it all the time. I don't use it.
That tracks you to the end of time. Detonates, creates little void bombs that track your friends to the end of time.
It's not as smart as you think. I've had people outrun it before.
I've not been killed by it 100 times.
Oh, but hey, respawn.
What?
Oh, here
we go. Give him some credit, okay? You can shoot it and destroy it.
That is fair.
That's
you
true.
Can't do that. And while we're on the subject, your frost super, right?
I don't use it. I don't use it.
That reaches out and touches someone.
I don't use it, but it doesn't mean that you don't have it.
And then you have the Dragon Ball Z power up.
I do use that. I do use the chaos. I do use the chaos reach.
No. That's the Kamehameha. I'm talking about the ice. Just by you,
okay.
You freeze them and you go raw, and you power up like Goku, and just your energy kills somebody.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, your chaos reach that until recently could shoot through walls.
I still think it does. I've still gotten killed by it through the walls.
Yeah, there's definitely some splash damage.
There is definitely splash. Yep.
Yeah. Am I missing anything?
What were we doing? Were we doing it? Weren't we doing a TWAB?
But you know what though? Here's his ultimate, his comeback to anything that you say about anti-Warlock. He just goes like, it just doesn't matter what you say because he goes like this. He goes, space magic.
I'm like that meme. It's magic.
Yeah.
Space magic.
And then he throws I imagine every time he says space magic,
I throw a little,
he throws glitter up. In the air and goes
I do.
has a little what are they called? The wiggle fingers?
Little jazz hands?
Jazz hands, that's what it is, yeah.
Space magic, yeah. There's a soundbite.
So what's your motto? Space magic.
All right, you have a point. I didn't know you were going to drill me on this. I stand corrected, okay? But it is still the fucking ice show. I told you,
fight me on this. I got stats, bro.
It's still the ice show.
All right, so back to the TWAB.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Stasis is getting nerfed. The stasis freeze is so reduction of all non-super freezes to a player is going to be 1.35 seconds.
Nice.
So
good.
Just about the length of time for a sneeze.
Or a shotgun.
Still, yes. This freeze is too short to break out of, so they are now basically, you can only break out of it when you are basically getting a pop a super. That's all.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question. When I get the tornadoes thrown from a hunter to me and I try to break out of it, that should be a race too, because by the time I break out of it, the tornado's already swallowed me up again.
It's a super, though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, a super is designed to kill you.
It should be an automatic kill.
You even have a chance to escape.
Yes.
Me off.
Yes. I've escaped like maybe 1% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You should be dead.
I'm gonna go over here in the corner. You guys go ahead.
We're gonna change
this, man.
We're gonna change the name of this to Two Hunters and a Warlock. So.
I love it.
All right. Reduced special weapon, heavy weapon, and light ability bonus damage versus frozen players from 50% to 5%.
Good.
Where are you reading that? I'm trying to catch up with you.
That's the buff when you freeze people. You freeze people, you get like
there it is.
You get like 50% more damage from your weapons, your special and your heavy, and your light ability. Yeah, that should be 5%. Give it a tiny buff, but not 50%. Come on.
All right, I don't know. It doesn't matter. You're still frozen. You should die anyway.
What it is you've gone from being fleshy to hardened ice, right?
Yep.
The fact that you get any extra damage is kind of a bonus. So yeah. I think I'm with him on that one.
Yeah.
Nah. Stasis slow. No longer reduces weapon accuracy.
Which is bullshit! Sorry, continue.
Now increases weapon flinch when under fire.
All right.
I'm kind of okay with
I'm not
that.
happy with that, but I guess it's better than my weapon accuracy.
No. You guys ever stand in a freezer for a long time? Try holding your hand steady in a freezer.
You can't do anything. Your gun just floats around. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, no. I'm talking about IRL in real life. Stand someplace cold and try to hold your hands out steady.
Okay,
no, you're gonna be shaking like a stone biscuit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that it no longer reduces. What? Are we just immune to cold now? I was like, ha, I'm just walking through winter, blah, 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 blah. No, you need to be shaking. Your gun needs to be shaking. That's bullshit. Sorry.
That does make sense. But I think that's like next level type stuff. I don't think that Bungie thought about it in that way.
You don't think Bungie thought about it that way? I don't think Bungie thought.
You might have that point, yes. All right. So, no longer suppresses class ability and air moves, i.e., e.g. Icarus Dash.
Good.
So, and they say here, known issue. The Stormcaller's ionic blink is still suppressed when slowed. We plan to address this in a future release.
Yeah.
So, good luck with that. Reduced movement speed penalty while slowed by 20%.
So, hold on. You're not as slow, or you're slower?
Yeah,
you're not as slow.
The penalty's not as bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're changing some of the fragments. I don't think this is okay. Well, wait, real quick here. So Gator's beloved cold snap grenade is mentioned here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Seeker no longer tracks targets after initial target acquisition.
Good.
Yeah. Whatever.
So, does that mean if I step to the left, it's going to pass me?
No, it just means the first person in front of you that freezes, that's it. It's not going to hit you too.
Well, to me, it should, once you kill them, it should just kind of like shoot out in a direction or something like that.
The cold snap is the one that has the 3 little icicle things that shoot out, right?
No, it's the one that like it burrows under the ground and finds you and freezes you from around corners. Sometimes through corners.
The one you
but it's got multiple, right? Not just the one.
Well, it hits one and then it tracks to the next person.
Yeah, it can. Like if you're using the let me see what's the name of it. The one aspect, Touch of Winter. The cold snap grenade seeks the Seeker travels farther, faster, and chains one additional time.
Yep.
Yeah, I know that, but I could have sworn it comes out 1, 2, 3. No, I'm thinking of the Titan Super that did that.
Yeah.
That's
a super.
Yeah.
That's annoying as hell too. But it's a super. It's a super. Fine.
Wah is the ice show. All right, and then
that. The whole point of the cold snap to freeze one person, then freeze another, then freeze another. It doesn't do that. It just stops after the.
See, they nerfed this on the Warlock cold snap a long time ago. Now they're just catching up to the Hunter's problem of doing it.
No. Well, I'm trying to visualize what's happening. So now instead of it seeking out multiple targets, it's just going to go for the one, and that's it.
It's always done that, but the difference is once they kill that person, it seeks to someone else.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right. And that's what he's saying is that, no, but I think that what it does is it's just going to go straight.
Oh, okay.
Like after you shoot that person,
target.
It's going to, well, it's going to go like a single direction after you shoot that person.
Okay, I see. After you kill them, the additional ones don't have tracking. They still exist, but they just don't have the tracking.
Yeah, that's what I think they mean by this.
We'll find out.
Oh, okay. I didn't read that right. Okay, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Because I'll be sideswiping that.
Yeah, just if somebody gets frozen...
You just run.
Just get the hell away from them.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. Reduce the duration. Well, no, I'm not going to worry about that one. Okay, reduce the duration before the Seeker spawns from 0.3 seconds to 0.8 seconds.
Good.
So it's a longer, delay there.
Mm-hmm.
Titan Behemoth is getting some hits there. If you're interested in it, read that.
Bullshit. They didn't nerf it enough.
It's just calm down. People they still want to make this shit usable, man.
They reduced damage resistance from 50% to 47%. Not enough.
So what?
Again, what did I tell you guys?
Not
you
enough.
can tell by shit like this.
Yeah.
What the devs mean.
They should have gone like
right?
50% to 30% or 35%.
Or like 50% to 5%?
No, you can't do that.
No.
You can't do that. That's a typical hunter saying that. As a warlock, I'm the even-minded person here. I would say 50 to 35% should have been done.
But see, we don't know what this is going to look like.
3%.
They've already reduced this before. They've already reduced this.
Have you ever tried to snipe those Titans that are flying at you at 1,000,000 miles an hour? Good luck. I've tried.
If you've tried to snipe anybody flying at you.
I've done it before. I've done it before. It's just the success rate is not very high.
Oh, I would think not. Anyway.
So yeah, okay. But yeah, so we don't know how this works. How this looks. I mean, because what was it before? Like originally, it was like 65%.
It was if a Titan activated his super, you just jump off the map. Especially in trials.
You could not kill him.
No, in trials you just jump off.
We're not one-shotting him.
You won the round. I'm out. I'm jumping off.
Yeah. But no, what I'm saying though is before it was like 65%.
It was crazy.
They reduced it to 50.
Still not enough.
I mean, but just give it a shot, man. Damn.
Well, no, it is a mobile super. You should not have that much damage resistance, dude.
Okay.
But
nobody else has that much resistance. It doesn't matter.
I want everybody listening. Sin, are you listening? I want you to clip this, okay? Because when we come back to this in a month, when people are bitching that the Titans still are unkillable, it's not enough of a nerf to damage resistance while activating the super.
Yep.
Agreed.
And then when nobody's bitching about this, Sin, what I would like for you to do is to play this back and go like, hey, remember when Gatr said that this was an issue? And then Gatr will go like, oh yeah, well, it's still an issue to me. and then I'm just going to go like, whatever.
Okay.
Just remember, you got a hunter in your back pocket that will always find something to bitch about when it comes to a Titan. I got it.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So, Revenant is next.
Bring it.
So, don't you start with me. Reduce slow duration versus players from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 seconds for Withering Blade.
This is important. That one sentence. What do you notice that's different about this sentence than all the other sentences? Right? All the other ones say reduce freeze
time
to 1.5 seconds.
Yeah.
You notice Withering Blade does not freeze?
Slow.
Reduces the slow duration from 2.5 to 1.5 seconds.
Now it's even going to be worse.
Yeah.
Sorry. Moving on.
Yeah. See?
Son of a bitch.
Exactly. Thank you so much. You see what I have to deal with?
But no, it's important because all you guys can freeze, and even the hunters, even in the TWAB, they don't give us the benefit of the doubt. You could have said freeze, and we'd know.
Yeah,
that
but here's the difference.
At least you tried.
You guys can just jump 3 times above us and shoot us with a shotgun while we're swimming in our ice. So don't.
Oh, you want to nerf that too?
No, it's fine. Just go with it. I'm all right.
Bitch.
I tell you.
Oh, look at
Hazel. Hazel's gonna spiral tonight. I can feel it.
They reduced the damage again from 95 to 65. I'm sorry. From 95, it was reduced down to 65 per shuriken. So it used to, once you hit them with both, it would be close to death and you could finish them off. Now you hit them with both, you've taken their shield, and that's about it. And now if you hit them with both, they're going to stand still, let you do it, and then shoot you in the fucking face.
It should be used as a tool, not an automatic kill button.
It is what? Who the fuck? What? All of your abilities are one-hit kills, or damn near.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Parody.
Oh, dude, this is not the show for a rant. All right, no, stop it. All your bullshits either get one-shot kills or you can clean up afterwards.
All right,
this is just an insult to injury. Not only are you reducing my slow to 1.5 seconds, you're reducing my damage too. What the fuck?
I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying.
Respawn.
What?
Just to make it a little more palatable for you, they reduced the projectile speed too by 10%.
Because why not, right?
Yeah.
But all of this that they're doing is stasis, right? All of this they're doing is stasis.
Wait a minute, excuse me, I'm sorry. There's another one you didn't know either. They reduce the tracking after it bounces off a wall too.
I'm more okay with that. Yeah.
I saw that, right? No, it's still bullshit, but whatever. We're not getting into the physics of this right now. What I wanted to point out, and I pointed this out on my show last week, is all the stuff they're doing to make everybody weaker for stasis, right? Even though stasis is in the game, they have given Titans, and only Titans, a way to circumvent stasis entirely.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I've seen the video where a Titan walks through a Hunter tornado, does not get frozen at all, and does not get killed by my fucking super.
Was he in super when he did that?
No. He was wearing the new exotic pants.
Really?
Yes. And on top of that, it will not kill him. Well, I mean, I'm sure if he stands still, it'll eventually kill him, but
if he's a moron, in other words, yeah.
Yeah. So there's that, right? And on top of that, he gets a damage buff. That stacks, right? And at the same time, and this is what really pisses me off, these are heaters on his legs allowing him to do this, right?
Resist
heaters
stasis.
Repel ice. It melts ice. So how the actual living fuck can you use this and still use your stasis abilities? Excuse the fuck out of me.
You know what, Respawn? I owe you an apology, man. You're right. The Titans have really gotten buffed, man. I don't think they're ever going to get hurt. This is ridiculous. No. I'm on your boat now, man. I'm in your boat.
Dude.
This is crazy.
But now, doesn't this sort of render that exotic useless, though?
No.
Doesn't it? No, because all these changes
stasis for all the slows that it gives, right? They're still going to use it for the slows to lock somebody down so you can secure that kill, right? But when you try this with a Titan, he's going to fucking laugh at you and hit you twice as hard as he would have 5 seconds ago.
Yeah, but he's got to wear an exotic.
No, he's going to do a shoulder charge and kill you.
Oh,
yeah,
you forgot that.
Yeah, and that shoulder charge is going to be 1.5 times stronger now.
I'm seeing the light. I'm seeing the light now. Titans have just not really gotten touched at all here. It's ridiculous.
I would have been not okay with, but I at least would have understood Bungie's logic if you could use these exotic pants on every subclass except the stasis, right? Yeah. I would have preferred to be only on the solar subclass. Right? Because that makes sense, right?
Right.
Solar abilities power the solar pants. Now you've heated them up, right? But I would have even been okay with them putting them on the Arc and the Void, right? But the audacity, the slap in the face and spit in your girlfriend's panties that Bungie did that said you can use these heater pants while rocking your stasis subclass is asinine.
Yeah, these two things don't work together.
Winter Shroud is now super fucked.
Well, if you guys are pissed off, wait till you get to the Warlock. Your Warlock's useless now. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Continue,
About
Hazel.
time.
What? It was useless to begin with.
No,
it wasn't.
The Warlocks, in the beginning, the Warlocks...
of course. But they're not that strong.
To the center of the earth.
And then they got brought back.
A little bump. A little bump. Now they're getting nerfed again.
Well, no, they're nerfing it because everybody, like the streamer, is bitching about stasis. So, I mean, that's basically the reason why they're doing it.
I don't use stasis on my Warlock, and this is the reason why. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Scrub mentality.
And it gets worse. Check this out, right? So the Winter Shroud, right? It reduced the slow, not freeze, the slow duration versus players from 2.5 seconds to 1.5. Mm-hmm. Again, they're making everything 1.5 seconds, even though we have a slow instead of a freeze. Fuck you, Bungie. But it gets even worse. Reduced Whisper of Durance slow duration extension versus players from 2 seconds, right? So they've been doing this whole 1.5 second thing, right? So it started at 2 seconds. Guess what it's going to be? Are you ready? You're going to say 1.5 seconds, right? You're wrong! 0.5 seconds. A half a second. From 2 seconds to a half a second. You gotta be fucking me right now. I can't even.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, man. I'm laughing with you.
No. Laugh at me. I don't care. I'm laughing. I can't believe that these sons of bitches get away with this shit and nobody says anything. All the Titanmans are like, oh, yay!
Again, I'm talking to Sin here. Just come back to this clip when all the Titans are running rampant in the PvP. Just wait. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. You've nerfed the Hunters. Now what else is getting nerfed, Hazel?
So, okay. Well, okay. I feel like I do have to give some Titans, and let the Titans know, So, Shiver Strike is getting reduced flight speed and distance, reduced knockback versus players, and removed slow duration or detonation on player impact.
Slight nerf.
But you don't know what Bungie, if they're anything, they are not going to give us numbers.
No, definitely not.
And they're not going to say like they did it by
this
amount.
You can appreciate. They now have to sprint for 1.25 seconds before they can one-shot you.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
All right, can I just say something here? I don't like to rub people's noses in it, but before the episode, if you go back and listen to our episode before Beyond Light came out, what is the one thing I said about this new stasis class? I said I don't like it, and I'm telling you right now, freezing people in the Crucible is not going to be good. This is going to be a shitstorm.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you this is the reason why we're having all these issues now. And I don't know if it should be removed, but I don't think it needs to be. It just can't be an automatic kill button. You have to have some skill when you're using these. Just like I have to have skill if I'm going to use a throwing melee. I can kill myself with that, by the way, if I'm too close to a wall. So you have to have skill to use that stuff. That's all they're...
You have to have skill not to stare at a fucking wall?
No, if you're next to a wall and you're trying to use your controverse holds to use that grenade that acts like a shotgun, the splash damage can kill yourself if you're too close to an object.
Ooh, first world problems right there.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Hey, guys, don't throw your explosives into a wall.
I just wanted to mention that. If you go back, listeners, go back.
By the way, do you know that if you throw a void bomb into a wall, it kills you? What?
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
You don't know how many beams I've blinked up to and hit with my Nova bomb and killed myself with. It happens a lot.
So one of the guys in my clan has a clip. When I was hanging out with him, I was on the Warlock, leveling up the Warlock so my Hunter could be even higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was using Void because it was Void burn inside the strikes. And I popped up, and there was a fucking cable. Not a wall, not a fucking pillar, not a pipe, a fucking Cat 5 cable hanging from the ceiling.
That's all it takes.
And it detonated and killed me.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that void burn works on you too. Yeah. I've done that a lot, man. I've done that a lot. I love Nova Bomb, but it's a bitch.
So Titans were nerfed last patch, right?
Mm-hmm.
To add a cooldown between your one-shot fucking shoulder charges, right? Which helped. Well, now they've set the sprint distance for 1.25 seconds. That's, whew. I mean,
that's a lot of time.
Look, could you fondle their balls even more? Do you have an OnlyFans for Titans? Fuck off, right? But they've made it even better because now that cooldown that they had to give somebody some reprieve in the Crucible, while everybody else is getting nerfed into oblivion, they have removed the cooldown between your shoulder charge bullshit.
They've reduced it quite a bit. It's almost instant.
No, it says removed cooldown.
It says removed.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
You no longer have a cooldown between your shoulder charge shenanigans, except the 1.25 seconds it takes you to get up to speed.
Wow, that's crazy.
Fuck Bungie.
I'm on the boat, man. I agree. I'm telling you right now, this is going to get hit again. I think they're just buying themselves time to have fun with the Titans some more.
Oh yeah, dude. They're always going to have fun with the Titans, man. But Hunters are the problem, right? Hunters.
They were.
Are the fucking
now
problem.
They're not.
Our melees can't freeze you. Our melees can't kill you. Our melees can't even fucking damage you at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Hunters are the problem.
Oh, you think the Warlocks are getting it good? Well, go ahead. Tell them, Hazel. What's the Warlocks getting done to them?
What's happening to the Warlocks, Hazel?
All right. So Warlock Shadebinder. All right. So for this, Penumbral Blast, reduce the tracking and proximity detonation size.
So it's useless.
Good. Fuck you.
It's unbelievable.
What?
Hold on.
Are you actually salty?
If I have to get close enough to not have tracking on my Penumbral Blast, I might as well just use a shotgun.
Are you salty about this?
I am salty about this.
Mr. I don't use stasis.
I don't use it, but I've used it in PvE.
I'm salty because I like one-shotting and I like the instant kill button.
No, it's not.
Space magic.
It doesn't kill. It freezes.
Remember a few minutes ago, whenever the hunters melee did not freeze, it only slowed, and then it reduces the damage.
Right.
Penumbral Blast reduced freeze radius. Let's stop and think about that. Hunters, I directly hit you with 2 frozen shurikens. You're not frozen, you're not slowed, and you're not hurt. Warlocks, I have frozen you and everybody in your fucking fire team. But on the bright side, it's going down from almost 3 meters to 1.5. So now you only freeze him and 2 members of his fire team.
All right.
In the words of Gatr. Okay. In the words of Gatr. Space magic.
Yeah. Space magic.
That's going to be stuck in my head. Fuck you both.
Hey, see, we're warming you up for your show this weekend. So you're going to have all that. You're going to.
This is our show this
that's
weekend.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Well, sorry, Night Demon.
Yeah.
We're going to give you some quality entertainment.
All my F-bombs, but okay. So the ice flare bolts. What does that do?
So ice flare bolts. These are the ones that chain. So yeah, there's a. I actually enjoyed doing this shit when I was playing Warlock the other day, and it's
You said they chain.
Yeah, they chain. So
is
basically,
this the thing that freezes.
Yes.
So this is a freezing thing.
It's only in PvE.
Chains.
It's only in PvE. I don't think you can do this in PvP.
No, you can do it in PvP.
You can?
These are PvP changes, aren't they?
Okay.
Yeah, these are PvP changes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That shows you how much I use it.
Well, yeah. So you don't get salty about something that you don't use.
I know
quote,
of it.
Unquote, right? I know of it.
All right. All right.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. There you go. Okay. Yeah. All right. So ice flare bolts. Seeker now only chains once when spawned from shattering a player.
Okay.
So you still get to do that BS.
Sorry.
That's right. And that's another freezing ability, and this one chains, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we've gotten Penumbral Blast, which freezes you and your family. We have Ice Flare Bolts, which freezes you and your neighbor. And hey, we have Winter's Wrath, freezing projectile. Tracking. Strength now ramps down to 0 after 2 seconds of flight.
So you can't throw it in the air and have it track down. I get that.
So
2 seconds is a long time.
So the guy that was bitching about the hunters freezing has a Penumbral Blast, which freezes a guy and his fire team, an Ice Flare Bolt, which freezes a guy and his family, and then a Winter's Wrath, which allows him to basically snipe his neighbor from his porch.
Well, if you put it like that, I mean.
Right. But you're right. No, Warlocks are fucked. Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because the Titan's going to come flying in here and kill us both, so it don't matter.
Not if you fucking freeze them from your neighbor's house.
It's only for a second. It
only takes 1 second to get that headshot. Anyway.
All right.
Sorry. I can't, I didn't even know. I knew that they had the Frost Melee, right? But I had no idea they had all this shit that can freeze you at a distance.
All right, let's move it on. We got that out of the way.
Yeah.
What else we got, Hazel?
Yeah. So that's like the first round that they're doing, and they did state that. I looked at Reddit about it because DMG replied, and he said that, hey, this is something that. I don't know what the Crucible team's been up to for like the past year or whatever, but they said that they actually pulled the Crucible team off of what they were doing to work on these changes.
I heard about that. They were going to do it in season 15, but decided they would need to be done right away.
Yeah. So apparently Crucible was on
fire,
life support, and
I'm sure Reddit's on fire right now too after this.
No, Reddit doesn't give a shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, no,
Reddit's
there's a Reddit that gets pretty fucking
salty. All right.
That's Reddit in general, but yeah.
Fair.
So there's all of that, and they said don't get used to these types of like wide sweeping changes.
Yeah.
But they are going to focus on light subclass changes.
Yeah, and what they said basically was, "You're welcome."
Yeah. So by saying you're welcome, what they do is they give the finger to anybody who enjoys stasis.
No, they just said they weren't going to do it like mid-season like this time. This is a one-time deal.
Yeah, exactly. They said don't get used to it. That's what I said.
Yeah,
if you listen.
I don't want to be the guy that comes up with dark thoughts, but every now and again, when I'm reading the shit that Bungie puts out in their co-op, just for the splittest of seconds, I fantasize about having one of these devs strapped to a table.
Oh no! Let's don't get into that.
Very unique places.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll move on. I don't want to get banned from Bungie. Thank you. No, thank you. No.
What are they going to ban you for?
No, it's okay. That's all right. We're good.
All right, where are we at now? Expunged?
Yeah. Hazel will talk about
Expunged.
this. Yeah.
Expunged.
Yeah. So
You know what I'd like to expunge?
No, I don't want to. Damn it, Respawn.
I'm sorry. Go.
I enjoyed that his first response there, Respawn, was "Damn it, Hazel."
Yeah.
Did you hear that, too?
It's like a reflex.
Yeah. Sounds like he's editing it, going, "Damn it, Hazel."
Yep.
But with the Expunge mission, it was the weekly Pinnacle mission that came out this week, and I have my thoughts on this.
Yeah, I do too.
And I shared them in the Discord just because I was, to put it bluntly, I was blown away by this. Yeah. I was not expecting anything remotely this in-depth for a seasonal activity. So, what about you guys? What do you guys think?
Respawn?
I like the pretty colors.
I was tripping.
No, it was trippy. It was a lot longer than I thought it would be, honestly.
Yeah.
Right? And the end part kind of had me confused. I was like, okay, I have the 4 red crystals that you could shoot. It would make like a wall.
It just gave you cover. That's all it did.
Yeah.
It was very temporary, though.
After I got killed
cool,
the first time, I was like, oh, that's nothing. That's just a thing, right?
Yeah.
But no, I did like the colors. I like the maze type aspect of it. And just the first time I realized that the walls actually move is when I was crushed by one.
Yeah.
But it was, visually speaking, I liked it a lot. I'm an 80s guy. I love Back to the Future. I love that color scheme. I love all that. And so I digged it. I dug it. I digged it. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
It has been dug.
I loved it. Did you guys all soloed it, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. I soloed it as well, and I just ran it this morning, actually. I was a little behind schedule. A lot going on right now, but I loved it. I won't mention that I died 18 times. Oh, shit, I'll edit that out. But
how did you die 18 times?
I was trying to figure out where the hell to go, because it didn't always tell you. You just said, look around. I'm like, okay, let's try jumping this way. Nope. Okay, that looks good. Let's try jumping to that. Oh, nope. Too long. Too far. And then they had the disappearing platforms. And I guess as you rank up your gauntlet, you'll be able to do little cheats, like little pedestal cheats and stuff. You'll be able to bypass some of the jumps. Yeah. I'm working on that.
Oh,
yeah.
what? How? What?
No, I just unlocked those
notes. You're making me sound like a hardcore player here.
I've been giving it much attention. I've been in bounties.
What?
I've been in bounties.
Are you like? What?
I might have been doing some bounties.
What?
Well, what do you think about it, dude? You seem to have opinions about it. What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
I think Gatr needs to stop doing damn bounties. And
I do them before I go to work in the morning. I'm trying to catch Zaniac. I'm only 4 below him now. Yeah,
but you're like 130 away from Mo and anybody and Larman.
I'm outside looking in there. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, so you need to put it back in your pants when it comes to Zaniac and just go like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to play and enjoy the game. And
I'm at 101, by the way.
You know what?
I'm at 101.
Don't listen to Hazel. Every man needs a rival. All right?
Yes.
He is your rival. He is what you aspire to be. Then catch up to him, kick his ass, and then laugh at him when you.
No, it's like Hazel put it perfectly. He says, "I love the meta games," and that's exactly what it is. It's just a made up just like a community-based little friendly competition. And we've talked about Larry. He's doing it for a noble cause, and Mo's just an animal. I mean, he always just grinds the hell out of that stuff. So
yeah, I think Mo just wants to give somebody to chase.
He's keeping Larry honest. I get it.
Yeah,
Larry's catching him. It's getting close.
Not really. He's been like 6 behind forever.
Larry says, I was playing Gambit with him last night with Warcry, and he goes, dude, I'm done. I gotta quit. My shoulder muscles. I says, my shoulder muscles from all the hunching over and playing. My shoulder muscles. I said, well, do these stretches and do these stretches. He goes, yeah, I know. I've been doing those stretches. It's still, I gotta go. So good on you, Larry. Good on you, man.
Yeah, you got to take a break.
Yeah.
Says you.
Got to be healthy, man.
Sleep is a crutch, bro. That's why God made caffeine.
I won't argue with you there. Yeah. No, I mean, I loved it. The middle maze area, getting like in those confined boxed areas was fun. The end part was fun. I thought the boss was a little easy to kill, but that's okay. And then what are they going to have, like 4 different versions of this, I think, in rotation?
Yeah, 4 different. Yeah, they're going to have 4 different versions of it, and then they're going to reduce or bring those back. And then those are going to have actually like ties to the seasonal artifact.
I love it.
Things like that.
I love it. Yeah, that was great. I loved it.
The thing that caught me off guard and both surprised me and pissed me off is the very first time you have to pick up the little data cube, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're all by yourself. You killed an enemy, you picked up a data cube. Hey, where do I take this thing? You walk a little bit, you turn a corner, and there are champions and exploding vents.
Yeah.
And you have no weapon.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just
You got to stare angrily at them.
no, I didn't stare shit. I got exploded. I'm not afraid to say they blew me up.
You took it for the team.
I was not prepared to turn that corner and see what I saw.
That's what an Axiom Bolt's for.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Warlock bullshit.
What?
But no, I loved this mission. I mean, I loved everything about it. It was way longer than I thought it was going to be. And I don't know. It kind of like restored my faith in Bungie to a degree up until this TWAB and the stasis changes.
I never expected this. I thought it would just be the arena thing that we're doing now. I can't remember the name of it. The 6-man activity. I thought it would just be another sundial.
Yeah.
But then when they added this too every week, I'm like, this is great. I didn't expect this. This is awesome.
Yep. And so this is going to be a pinnacle thing, and I'm guessing they're going to introduce maybe a hard mode or something like that. So yeah, no, I love it, and I think everybody needs to play it. I think even H was saying that he's going to try to get on and give it a shot.
I think it was 1190 power level. It wasn't too high.
Something just dawned on me. You said this was a pinnacle event?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We got a pinnacle drop from that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Either I didn't notice, or I definitely didn't notice. But still, that was way too easy to get a pinnacle.
Hey, hush your mouth,
shit, man.
Quiet, man.
What about the
Bungie's listening?
I just thought it was like a powerful or part of the mission or something. I didn't realize that was a pinnacle event.
No, man. That was an awesome pinnacle. It was a lot of hard work.
Yeah, almost as hard as those missions that you can do on Europa. For Clovis Bray.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Or 3 strikes to get a pinnacle. Or to just have a pulse inside Crucible and get a pinnacle. Right?
Yeah. Play 3 games.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I think that the seasonal event is kind of cool in regard to, getting pinnacles, and because what was it? The one last year or last season, the Battlegrounds, those didn't give a pinnacle.
No.
They took forever.
Well, they
to do.
did if you did what, 8?
No. Oh well. I don't know.
Yeah, but it ramped up though. You had to do 8 for the week to get the final pinnacle.
Yeah, that's what
it started at powerful, then it went powerful tier 2, then it went powerful tier 3, and then it went pinnacle.
Yeah,
it took a while to get to that pinnacle mode. You had to play a lot of battlegrounds. Yeah,
you did. And
I love what they're doing.
I don't know what it is. Like the concept of the battlegrounds and the concept of the override on paper seems the same thing, right? But there's just something about Override. I don't know if it's the colors or the technological visualizations. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel like the Battlegrounds did.
It's a lot shorter, too. You can really get through it in like 12 minutes.
It's shorter, and I think it's more fun.
I think it is.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I hated the Battlegrounds, but I enjoy this, and I'm trying to find where that disconnect comes in. You know what I mean? Battlegrounds
was fun. It just got monotonous after a while. I mean, you had so many more ads. You had so many more ads.
Long.
Yeah, you had so many ways of ads to kill. And even with people trying to steal your kills and not help you get bounties, and stuff done, it still took forever. What? Yes, I did bounties.
Not help you get bounties done.
And that brings up that we beat to death on my show is if you have bounties and you're in an activity like that and you're on a fire team, right? They match make you into a fire team.
Yes.
It should count.
I know. You're preaching to the choir. I've been saying this for a while now. Let it count. If someone's wanting to run ahead and kill everything before you can get to it, fine. As long as I get credit for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree, man. Wholeheartedly.
But then you're going to have people like you who sit back in some lost sector.
It's real. No.
For hours on end.
No, I wouldn't do that. No, I know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
You're
crazy.
Yeah.
You're cray.
Yeah. Let me go back and pull that episode.
No, that's all right. Let's what else we got here?
Hotfix? Question mark?
Oh, don't worry. Hazel's got his version of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys have. I'm just looking at the TWAB. I don't know how y'all do this.
Yeah. So with the hotfix, one thing that I will mention here is that the empty tank lost sector will correctly reward leg exotics when they are advertised, because before they were throwing out head helmets and that kind of thing.
Right.
So
right.
Aside from that, they did miss some shit in the notes, which is not important. Beagle errors, which is not actually something that is a Bungie error.
It's a PS5 thing, yeah.
It's a PS5 thing, yeah. So
I'm talking to you, Amityville. He's had this problem.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. I saw that too. So yes, and then more shit's broken. They're going to fix it eventually.
There's the Hazel I know.
Videos, art, which the art is actually
it's
awesome.
It's very good.
So definitely check that out.
Yeah.
And that is everything.
All right. Thank you, sir. Another well done TWAB. Thank you very much. Let's move on now and get some community questions. And we're going to do that right now.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
SpeakPipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. All right, boys and girls, it is that time of the week. This is where we get our questions from our community, and boy, do we have questions from them. If we're going to start off, we have a couple speak pipes from our crazy uncle across the pond. Let's play his first one, and we will play it right now.
Hello, Scumdeath here. I have a question. Which job would you really hate to do? My job would be a chef. I'm just about to try and make a spaghetti bolognese for the girlfriend for when she gets home from work. And the timings, I know it's a very basic meal, but the timings, gives me anxiety. So if I was a chef and trying to make a load of meals for a lot of people and trying to get all the timings right, that would just do my head in and I wouldn't be able to deal with it. So that's my answer. But yeah, so which job would you hate to do and why? Love you all. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Scumdeath. All right. Worst, or what is one job you would not want to do? What would that be, Respawn?
Anything in the food industry.
Yeah.
I have done everything from cook to server, and I will never go back if I can avoid it.
Yeah, my daughter experienced that firsthand. It's,
No.
yeah.
Now, on the bright side, remember how I said make fun out of everything?
Mm-hmm.
I discovered if you F with the customers, right? You insult them, you mess with them, you tease them, you get better tips than if you just leave them the hell alone.
No way.
People like to be abused, dude. Dead serious.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, give me an example. I'm sitting at the table. You come up to the table. What would you tell me?
So first of all, like, let's say you're sitting there with your wife, right?
Yep.
I come up to the table. I look at you. I look at your wife. You know, I ask you, what do you want to drink? Things like that. I get your order out of the way first, right? So the order's done, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what I would do is I would leave like toothpicks on the table, and I'd say, hey, how can you move, one of these to make another thing, whatever. And I'd leave it at the table, come back. And at this point in time, if they haven't figured it out, then I'm just like, I thought I would start off with an easy one, but clearly, I guess I just need to get you a coloring book, right? And then I'd walk away, grab a coloring book, bring it back, give you a coloring book, and take the toothpicks away, right? Just simple things like that, right?
Really?
And they find it entertaining. You mess with them, and of course it is a joke. It is in jest. But
sure.
if you mess with them, you insult them, you tease them, you give them a hard time, within parameters, and you'll get better tips than if you just left them the hell alone, dude.
I would never guess that. Cool.
Right?
Important life tip, folks. There you go. Hazel.
It also helps if you're a really hot chick, too. They get really good tips.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Worst job, Hazel. What job would you absolutely not want to do?
The one I have now. No. But seriously though, I mean, I like talking to people. I mean, that's my thing.
Yeah.
So for me to not be able to talk to people in my current job, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, I get that.
So
we've talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right.
Go. That's a good answer. All right. It's simple for me. I don't want to do anything with septic tanks. We have a septic tank in our yard that holds all our waste. And there's a guy that actually comes out and opens the lid on it. Has to dig down and get into it and open the lid on it and put a hose down in there and suck the crap literally through a hose into this truck that he then has to drive everywhere. No freaking thank you. I'll pay you whatever you want. Just get this out of here. So that's mine. All right. We have one more from Uncle Scumdeath and we're going to play it right now.
Hello, Scumdeath here. I am off to practice. I am off to get the bus. We are on our way to band practice for the first time since November. This is going to be as heavy as fuck. So my question is, what have you missed the most since you've been in lockdown? I suppose this question's been answered a few times, but it's always worth another ask. And I might send you all a picture from the fucking band practice room. Yeah, bye.
Yes, and he did send a picture. It was awesome. Thank you for that, Uncle Scumdeath. I'm glad you're jamming again, man. I'm glad you're finding your joy, man. That's great. Thing you missed from lockdown. You got one, Respawn?
I live in Florida. We never had a lockdown.
I was just going to say something, but I wanted you to say it first. What lockdown?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hazel's here. Hold on. Hazel's here. It was tough. It was a bitch, man. It was crazy.
Dude.
It sucked.
Stores were, I think, closed.
They were, I think.
Yeah, and at some point in time, people were having issues with food and water or something.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, man. That'd probably be my answer, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hazel, what's yours, man?
You guys suck. Can I just say that?
Sorry. We're from Florida, man. I mean, come on.
Well, live.
Yeah.
Live in Florida. I'm not from there.
I am actually from there, too. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No judgment.
Yeah.
What would yours? What would you be missing, Hazel, if you weren't in
What was the
lockdown?
worst part about your lockdown? First of all, what state are you in? I don't even know what state you're in.
I'm in Ohio. So, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
anything that happened in Ohio. Please.
Yeah, we're like
Fair.
the anti-Florida.
Damn right you are. Oh man.
Yeah.
So, what did you miss most from the sun?
Yes.
Damn.
Pretty much that. Pretty
That's-
much the sun. I
That's
mean,
harsh.
you know.
Some vitamin D deficiency.
Whoa.
I can't argue with it. He's pretty right.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
First thing, my son moved to Minnesota. He had a vitamin D deficiency. He was used to all that sunlight, and he went up to Minnesota, and the skies were gray forever.
Minnesota.
And
Minnesota.
I did 2 jobs in Minnesota.
Minnesota,
dude. I thought
yeah.
that was always a joke. You know,
yeah,
people say Minnesota, and then I got to my pizza. They're like, "Hey, welcome to Minnesota."
it's so cute.
Oh my god, it's
so cute.
real.
My son, which is moving down with his fiance, she is all Minnesota, and she has
Is she?
just a slight little accent. It's cute as hell.
Did
Yeah.
she say a boot like the Canadians do?
I don't know if she does that or not. I think she does. I think she
If
does.
she ever
think
busted out with a "Don't you know"?
She, I think
Oh,
she would.
God.
I wouldn't doubt if she did that either. Yeah, it's
Minnesota. I that is not a part of the United States. That is just really southern Canada, and you can't change my mind. Okay.
It's pretty bad. My son was. Yeah, I don't know how he made it being from Florida. I mean, he went from one extreme to the next. I don't understand how he did it, but
Jeez.
all right. Hazel, let's dig into some of these, man. We got quite a few here, so let's handpick some of these. What do you got?
All right.
I have a new respect for you. You live there on purpose?
In Minnesota?
No,
No,
he's
no,
talking
no,
about
no.
Ohio.
Oh, oh.
Well, I mean,
You
family.
got to live somewhere. I mean,
Yeah, but does it have to be Ohio?
What's wrong with Ohio?
I'm in Ohio. It's not that bad a state.
I gotta.
It could be worse. It could be Florida.
I'm sorry. The place that
I can
is
go to
full
the
of
beach.
sunshine and freedom.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We'll quit punching on Hazel.
Yeah.
All right. What we got here?
All right.
God almighty, man. We're almost at 50 again.
So,
I love it. I love it. I do. I love that people give a crap enough to send us questions. I really do.
yeah. All right. So, this is a question that caused a little bit of hubbub, actually, in the Discord. So, I figured, hey, what better one to go with than this one?
Sure.
So, from the beloved Chubby Wizard, question for the show: what smells more like summer, freshly cut grass or a barbecue grill? Thanks. Love the show.
We always go to you first, Respawn.
Sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that because I googled what's wrong with Ohio. Number 3, Cincinnati chili is better than caviar. What is this?
Skyline.
I'm looking at it. Looks like spaghetti after you've given it to the dog. The dog has regurgitated it, and you put it on the plate.
Isn't that called
You
Skyline?
sound
You
like
serve
Nips.
chili? You serve chili on noodles? What the fluff?
I've had that. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Skyline's not. It's good.
This doesn't. I don't know what they're trying. Anyway, sorry, I've closed the web browser. What was the question?
What smells more like summer? Is it the barbecue grill or is it fresh cut grass? That was from Chubby Wizard.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the fresh cut grass because grills to me bring more of a 4th of July, not 4th of July, more like a Memorial Day, Veterans Day kind of feel, and those are later on in the year. You know what I mean? Not Memorial Day, but Veterans Day. Yeah. It's got to be the fresh cut. Son of a bitch. The fresh cut grass.
Yes, I agree. It's that's when the grass is actually growing really vigorously, and you're mowing it like almost every few days. It seems it grows so fast.
Itches. Oh god.
I love. See, I take care of lawns, so I usually smell fresh cut grass a lot. So it smells really good.
Dude.
Yeah.
And you don't get like allergies from all that.
No. Mm-mm.
No?
The oak pollen does get me. I do get the sniffles from that, but it's nothing terrible. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good
question.
I might have to call you up to take care of my my laundry.
You might. If you're an hour away, it's probably out of my route.
I don't care. I know it.
Okay.
His name is Gatr.
All right. Yeah, it's a good question,
That's
Chubby.
funny.
Thank you.
I think my answer would be.
We know what yours
I think
is.
I'd probably have to go. What?
You love this channel in our Discord.
I know. Yeah, it's got to be grilling out.
Okay.
Come on.
I agree. I love the smell of grills too, but that's kind of an all year thing down here. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, we don't have a season for that. That's
No,
just,
it's like whenever we want to go outside and just crank up the grill.
Yeah.
All right, we've beaten up on them enough. I'll leave them
That's
alone.
not beating up. That's just
No,
the reality.
I know,
of the
but
situation.
no, I got. Oh no, I got it.
If anything, he can make fun of us that we don't have seasons.
That's
Actually,
true.
we have 2 seasons. We have hot and hot as hell, and that's it.
That's about right. That's about right. No, we have somewhat comfortable and hot as hell, like the edge of the sun. Yeah.
Yeah, but you do have Florida Man.
Well, yeah.
Florida Man is amazing.
He is.
He might be an idiot, but he's got balls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude.
Yeah, he shows them to everybody, and that's the reason why everybody knows him.
Possibly.
If you're proud of something, right?
Yeah. I've got one from Rye for short here. This was a great question. Since we have some Gambit players here, he said, "How would you improve Gambit? Gambit Prime and the Reckoning was a blast. What would your version of a new and improved Gambit be?" What do you think, Respawn?
I mean, I've been asked this question a lot. I can't really think of any ways to improve Gambit, right? I mean, they got rid of Prime, which is kind of eh. I mean, Gambit is just fun. It's one of the things you can go brain dead in, and if you're solo, it's kind of shitty, right? We can all agree. If you go in there by yourself,
you never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like Crucible too. Same thing.
Yeah. For me, I like Gambit with friends. That way I can beat your ass and have a funny conversation at the same time.
Yeah.
But if I could improve it, I don't know. Less. When people invade, you should be able to make rules in Gambit, right? Like you can back in the old school Halo days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like rockets only or some shit like that, right? Except, hey, here's a lobby. In this lobby, I don't want rockets because I'm so effing tired of some guy that thinks he's good to come in with the truth, and it does all the work for him, and he teabags you when he's done.
Don't you love that? Or when they hit you with a super, and you're the only person they kill with their super, and they come and teabag you.
Yeah. And
good job, man.
Wow,
you know how to press 2 buttons. Good for you.
Yeah. And then I return the favor by invading them with a Tiku's bow and wiping their teeth.
Nice. Or an Eye of Tomorrow. That's even better.
That's good too. But hey, look, between us, right?
Yeah.
Tiku's divination is extremely good in Gambit.
It's very fun. It's very fun.
For both the ad clearing,
yeah,
not the boss damage, but the yellow bar clears,
and
invading and being invaded. Right, the bow is just all around good, and especially if you have the hunter, and especially if you have the oath keepers, it is an amazing tool to take into Gambit. So
yeah, I would just say, the thing I did enjoy about Gambit Prime was having the roles on the team, and you had different. I think that you should be able to slot a mod just for Gambit. That you can do just like they did in Gambit Prime. So if you're like, for instance, I'll say, hey people, I'm gonna invade. I'm going to bank 5, and then when you guys bank the rest, I'll jump in and invade. I should have a little perk that gives me some resilience or better tracking.
So like what the armor did? You talking about like the Prime armor?
Yeah, with the Prime armor, you had certain...
They should totally bring that back, dude. Yeah,
well, they don't have to. That's the thing. They just make an extra slot like they do for raids. Just have one for Gambit. Just a Gambit-only mod.
I liked the armor, and I'll tell you why, right? And I guess, and tell me if I'm wrong, right? But with the armor, at a glance, you knew what that guy was there to do. There was no guessing.
Oh yeah, you were shining bright yellow. Everyone knew you were a sentry. They knew what your job was.
I came in blood red. You know what I'm about.
Yep. Oh, and it's even worse when you saw a whole team in blood red, and you're like, okay, gonna be that kind of game. Gotcha. Nah, that's what I would do. I would say just create an extra slot in any armor that's current. and be able to just have Gambit only mods. I mean, why not? I mean, that way you can put the roles back into the game, because right now everyone has pretty much the same roles. They just don't have any benefits or any kind of anything that supports the role in a mod. So that's the only way I would really change it.
The only thing that makes or breaks it is your teamwork.
It is. It's communication and teamwork, and when you're doing it by yourself, I mean, maybe have a slight glow or something when you put the mod in. Just let people know what you're doing. I don't know. But that's where I would start. And I really enjoy the game. I know a lot of people are going to disagree, but I enjoy. I have an emblem that tracks how many invaders I kill. Not me invading. Talking how many invaders come into my world and I kill them. I'll either snipe them or I'll hit them with a rocket or whatever. And I'm almost at 1,000 now. It's something of pride for me. So yeah, Hazel, what do you think, man?
I guess I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I actually agree with you. I think that the mods
clip that shit right now. All right.
But yeah, I do. I think that those mods would basically help because I think a lot of people forgot how to fucking play Gambit.
Yes, they did. Like, dude, are you collecting or are you killing? What are you doing? Because quit killing and collecting.
Yes.
I mean, quit taking my shit. You're just hurting the team. You're spreading all the moats out between all of us, and we can't do anything now.
Yep. Because, I mean, what I do instinctively now is I'll play, I mean, depending on what bounties there are, if I'm even worrying about bounties, that is.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'll do is I'll instinctively just go with playing as a sentry. So I'm like sitting there by the moat or by the bank, and I'm just like, all right, let's go. And, you know, and I'm just worrying about that and taking care of my business and
right.
And every game that I do that with, I would say, like, I mean, I have like a 75%, maybe 80% like win rate.
Really?
Whenever I run as that.
Okay.
Because nobody else does it.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, I always have an eye on it, right? But at the same time, it depends on your play style. I play Gambit a whole bunch of different ways, right?
Right.
But you're like either kill or pick up the moats, right?
Right.
Well, when I'm in a fun mood and I'm rocking submachine gun, shotgun, I'm sorry. The moats just literally fall on me, dude. There's nothing I can do about it. So...
yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, and that's fine, you know. But I will though. I mean, I'll sit out there with just like I'll run shotgun and you know, it's
just babysit the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to be done because now with the new Gambit, as soon as there's two, it doesn't matter if they're too small, too big, one or the other.
Right.
If there's two of them, your shit's getting drained.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
So, yeah, right. Absolutely. Fully agree.
Good question. Thanks, Rye. All right, Hazel. What do we want to ask next?
All right. So, let's see here. Rye, well, actually, you already hit Rye for short. Let me see here.
Yeah, he had some good ones in there.
Yeah. Golden God. Question for the show. What is your favorite lost sector to run?
Jeez, he's in my show too. Golden God, you're just everywhere, aren't you, bro?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite lost sector. My favorite lost sector is no longer in the game. F you.
Which one?
It was the one on Anna Bray's planet. What was that? Mars? Mercury? What was that? Where Anna Bray was the vendor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, when you landed at the northern part, you ran up to the left and you went in that lost sector. I used that lost sector for everything, for bounties, for catalysts, for everything, because they literally ran at you and you just had to stand still and pop, 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 pop. Right?
Right.
That was I used it for everything. I love that lost sector. And then they took it. F you. I don't know the name of it. That was my favorite one.
Mine is the one right underneath Devrim. It's you get 3,000 glimmer every time you run down there for the first 2 times you do. Yeah, and that's a good place to run bounties too. Oh, did I say the B word? Sorry. Yeah, that's mine. I can't remember the name of it. Atrium, maybe? Trying to remember the name of it. I don't live.
No, Atrium's not that one.
That's to the left. The one right underneath. It's right inside the church. You jump down and go down the stairs, and I run that one almost every morning.
If you held a gun to my head, I could not tell you the name of a single lost sector in this game.
I used to when I had to go get all the different things in one season, but I just they're all a blur to me because I've run them all, obviously, but that's the one I always run over and over again. And if it's on the Vex one in the right dead center of Nessus, that one's very good too. If you need to kill Vex, yeah, those two are my favorite. I know you only asked for one, but what's yours, Hazel?
Mine would have to be the that bunker E51 or something like
that.
Yeah, that one where basically you go and you shoot the little boxes and you get your helpers.
Oh yeah, the one on the snow planet.
Europa.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah, that's how I ended up getting my my chest on all of them.
That was my first legendary lost sector, and I had a blast doing it. Having all those guys shoot stuff for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the season, when the first season came out. Yeah.
Let go my army of minions.
It's great, man. It's like, let me unleash some more here. And they were pretty resilient. I got to say, they were pretty good, even on a legendary. Yeah. Okay. This is from Dobra. It's like do, pause, bruh. Question for the show. Which side of this statement do you fall on? Hung jury is overrated. In Destiny 1, I feel like it was highly overrated. Triple tap Firefly, whoop-de-doo. I was a huge fan of scouts. I had Treads Upon Stars with Zen, explosive rounds, and Firefly. Good roll. And the only scout I would use besides it was Talaylock. Oh, I miss that gun. When I was running Sunsinger. Now, with that being said, I'm looking forward to it coming back. Of course, this was before the season. And hoping to get a rapid hit Firefly roll. So what side are you on?
I'm on the side that it's a good gun. Because what I noticed in his question is he's getting hung up on the perks.
Yeah.
Right? What made that gun good was, it had good perks.
It was stable.
What made it good is it was stable and had good range and damage.
It was
for
beautiful.
That archetype.
Yeah, and it was a very well designed gun.
Yeah,
it was a beautiful gun.
You could keep your shots on target, and it was a great built weapon. Now, like you said, you could get other scouts that had better rolls. Yeah, absolutely. But it wasn't about the rolls. It was about being able to land those shots.
Right.
So, yeah, and I did not a lost sector. Whenever it was the hung jury Nightfall, I did, I think, 43 of them.
Wow.
And I got 4 hung juries. That's
wow. About every 10. Oof.
No, not even every 10. No. I got all 4 almost back to back to back.
Oh, really?
Were just
nothing.
Nothing.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's RNG, man. It's not normal.
And then I even had the ghost with the double drop chance.
Yeah. Yeah, the I know what you're talking about. Prosperity mod. I swear I think that's bugged. It seems like I get more drops when I forget to put it on than when I put it on. Whether it's a strike or whether it's Gambit or whatever, the prosperity mods, I just don't know if they work. I really don't. I sometimes I wonder. I don't have one yet, but I will say I have the feels for Destiny 1. It was one of my favorite guns, so I'm probably going to say it's not overrated. I'm going to be on that side of the statement. What do you think?
Space golf.
Yeah. What do you think, Hazel? Where you fall on this?
Well, I mean, I think D1 I would say definitely not overrated, but apparently in D2 it is overrated now because I guess that it's pretty shitty as a weapon now. That's just from what I've heard.
Right. I don't have one yet, so I can't complain. I can't comment
lying to you. I mean, if you get bad rolls, it's not a great gun. It's still super stable. It's still a good gun. I still have it on me as my primary scout for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get that rapid hit Firefly, that's a good damn roll, and that's a good damn gun.
Yeah. I heard
the gun itself is still good.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said I heard Firefly is definitely better than Dragonfly, so I thought Dragonfly was a waste.
And for right now, actually, since we're on the subject, it's actually really good for PvP.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like Cloud Strike. Does the same thing, right?
What do you mean?
Well, when you get a headshot with Cloud Strike, you get an explosion around the headshot.
No, you get a lightning strike.
Lightning strike, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
And it does more damage, I think, the lightning strike does.
It's an exotic. Of course it should.
It does.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not talking about the Firefly perk. What I'm talking about is the box breathing. Once you activate box breathing in PvP, which is pretty easy to do with a scout rifle at a distance.
And it's faster now, right? The downtime, the recharge rate's a lot faster.
It's like a second to a second and a
That's
quarter.
nothing.
Yeah. And once you do activate box breathing, you can 3-tap as fast as the damn 120 hand cannons.
Really?
I mean, you can. Your TTK is among the fastest TTK in the game.
I heard it's like 0.6.
Including, it's like 0.64, some 0.67, something like that. Once you have box breathing activated, you go pop, pop, pop.
Wow.
Those 3 headshots, he's dead. That's it.
I love it. I got to get this gun.
Yeah. So box breathing in PvP is a monster, especially if you have a lane to look at.
Well, don't go telling everybody about it. Let's keep it to ourselves. No, I saw the video. People put videos out.
I have a heating up box breathing roll that I'm taking to PvP.
Oh, vertical recoil is even better. It's even better.
And I have a moving target box breathing roll.
Jeez. Well, you did run it 43 times. You should have some good rolls. Sorry, I didn't mean to
sympathy.
I didn't see. I didn't want to rub it in. Sorry. All right.
You brought a tear to my eye, you bastard.
Sorry, man. Hazel, what do you got, man? What's next?
I think that was my question.
Oh, that's right.
Wasn't it? No,
that was my question.
No, that was yours. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry there.
I just want to make sure everyone's represented.
Yeah. So, Sneaky Snick, a.k.a. Slippery Tube Dude. He has not changed his name this week.
Oh, what are you doing, man?
Life, maybe, is getting in the way.
I guess.
Of the important things. So, he asks, question for the show. Who is your favorite person?
Favorite person? Whew. Oh, man. That's so loaded.
Now, I don't know if this is like, favorite person in Destiny, favorite person.
It's pretty broad, isn't it? It could be anybody. Yeah.
Making this way too difficult.
Favorite person. This is such an easy answer for me. What do you got, Respawn?
Me.
Perfect. Nailed it. Nailed it, dude.
Dude, and there's some people out there, what about your wife? What about your kids? If you don't love yourself first, loving them does nothing.
That's true.
Yeah. No, you have to be your favorite person to do anything successfully in life.
Yeah. Yeah. My favorite.
That's kind of a big deal.
There's a title, man. That's the fucking title right there. I can't sway from that. That's got to be the title. My favorite person is my dad. Short and sweet.
Nice.
I look up to him. He's my everything. He's what shaped me as a man. So yeah. Hazel?
Nice. Mine has to be my daughter.
Oh yeah. Very nice.
She
keeps you young, I'm sure.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
She's introduced me to things that I never knew existed, basically, especially in myself.
Is this your first kid?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. Kids can do that too.
Kids can do that, but both of mine are just like me, so they're assholes.
Oh, I'm not saying mine isn't. I'm just saying that.
Oh, they'll press your buttons. Yeah.
Look, I'm one of those guys. Look, between us, right? I'm glad I didn't have a daughter, and this is why. Don't at me, you people that are already being offended. Shut up. The reason I'm saying I can't have a daughter is, one of my best friends has a daughter, and I often watch his kids. Right? They have a son and a daughter,
mm-hmm.
and I learned early on. I am one of those guys. Like I'm a Marine. I grew up in bad neighborhoods. I'm the big old tough guy, right? But dude, some people say when little girl cries, they're done. I I'm even before when she starts that pre-cry face,
The
when
pout,
that lip quivers,
the pout.
dude, my wallet is out. I'm like, what you want?
Yeah, I know.
You want some ice cream?
It's
I'm done, dude. I would make a terrible father for a little girl because I would fold like a lawn chair at the thought of crying.
It's a very strong power. Thank goodness they don't know how to wield it effectively.
Oh, dude.
Or do they? Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Yes,
yeah, I was gonna say
that's true.
We got an expert here.
That's true.
Do they?
Yeah. Good question. Good question. I got one from Jealous the Kid here. Question for the show. If you could experience something again for the first time, what would it be? Another good question.
Boot camp.
Really?
Boot camp.
Good memories, huh?
No. Shitty memories. Well, at the time, they were bad. Looking back, they're hilarious. And I because I was in it, I couldn't appreciate the comedy of it, right? Mm. So, as an example, Guzzbrush 500 for all you NASCAR fans out there, right? Imagine having 80 grown-ass men with all of their racks in the middle of a squad bay, and they're all lined up like NASCARs on one side, right? And a scuzz brush is like it's a brush. If you ever see an old movie and they have a brush and they're cleaning shoes with a brush,
right?
That's a scuzz brush.
Okay.
And every single Marine in boot camp has one of these in their pocket because we use it for all kind of punish work, right? And this particular punish work is you have to put the scuzz brush on the floor with your hands and run across the floor like you see in some of those animes or old Japanese movies, right? When they clean the floor.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, 88 grown-ass men with their hands down, ass in the air, lined up like NASCAR, right? So our DI, our drill instructor, is all like, you know what? Something's missing. And this dude had, I'm not doing his Southern accent justice. I'm telling you this right now. But he had the thickest Southern drawl you can imagine, talking about NASCAR. Something's missing. NASCAR is louder. Y'all gotta make noise. Stop them damn engines. So now you got 88 grown-ass men making car noises.
Oh, my God.
Right? And he goes, all right, guys, this is the start of the Scuzzbrush 500. Ready? Go! And we're all going in a circle around the squad bay, around our mattresses, you know, making car noises. And he goes, nah. I still don't feel like I'm at home. Where's the rubber? Where's the burning rubber? Where's the tires squealing? I need to feel it, right? So now we're making engine noises, turning the corner, going,
that's amazing.
And he goes, yeah, it's feeling a little better, but we're still missing a little something.
Oh my God.
Hey, P-Rez, right? He called me P-Rez because he didn't believe that I was Spanish. And he, instead of saying Perez, he said P-Rez.
Nice.
Hey, P-Rez, I need you to take out number 24. Put him in a wall.
Oh my God, you're bumping now?
Yeah, so now we're bump drafting and ramming each other into the walls and shit. Dude, at the time, my quads were on fire, and all I could think about was dying or killing him, whichever came first.
Oh my God.
But looking back on it from the outside, that shit was hilarious, and you can't appreciate that when you're in it. So if I could go back and experience something else for the first time, hopefully from the outside perspective this time, it would be boot camp, because there was a lot of funny shit that happened in boot camp.
That's awesome, man. What a great story. What a great story. That's very visual. I could visualize that all happening. That's cool. I asked that, so it's your turn, Hazel.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, what?
Sorry, allergies. What?
What'd you say? Childbirth?
No, daughter's birth.
Oh man. Wow. I got in trouble when my daughter was born. Yeah.
Go on.
Yes. Waiting.
So my wife, she had a doula. So like a friend that would help her like during childbirth.
Okay. I got you.
Breathe. Don't squeeze my hand. Stop it. You're hurting me. Gotcha.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. Well, I mean, I got in trouble because here my wife is going into labor, and the doula and I are just cracking jokes, like just the entire time. Yeah. And my wife did not find this funny at all. She thought, Yeah. No, there was no humor. So yeah, I don't know if I would really say that was the. I mean, the doctor was laughing. So I mean,
Right?
That's good.
the nurses, they were laughing. They were very entertained. I guess my wife was just a tough critic. But
Well,
yeah.
she wasn't. She might have been in some pain,
Only a little.
A little bit.
Right? Yeah.
It was probably trying to take her mind off it, though. Just didn't work the way it should have.
Yeah, we were failing miserably.
No.
So,
all right.
but yeah. So, I mean, not childbirth, but that would be kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it was definitely that's one of those defining moments in your life. I would go back even further though to another defining moment. It is when my wife and I were married for not even 6 months, and we had saved.
Wooden spoon.
No, I'm getting to that. When we actually were in an apartment, we had a 6-month lease, and I couldn't take it. We had the worst neighbors ever, and 5 months passed, and I just bought out the lease. I was ready to go. So we had been saving up some money, and we wanted to get our first home. And back then, they had assumed no qualified loans from the government, which they don't anymore. They're very hard to find, but thank God they were around when we were just getting married and just getting started. We had a good down payment, so it was we were qualified to do it. And I remember going up to the door of this house that we wanted to look at, and the people came to the door said, yeah, when are your parents going to get here? Let me know when your parents get here, and we'll show you the house. We'll show you the house. We went, no, we're here to see the house. And she was just in awe that such a young couple was here to buy the house. And best feeling ever when we did finally pull the trigger, and I couldn't believe it was happening. It was like an out-of-body experience. And yes, Hazel, that is the very kitchen where the wood spoon incident did happen. Yes. So yeah, you'll have to go back a few episodes. Yeah.
Or, I mean, Respawn, there is a short way to say this. So I guess how I picture this was he was in his underwear, and like...
You pictured him in his underwear?
Yeah. So I don't know whether he was or not. I don't remember that.
I was in my underwear, yes. I was in my underwear.
Okay, that's the reason why I say that. Okay. And
we'll go with that.
He and his wife were fooling around, it sounds like, and she was
goofing off.
Grabbing...
Fooling around, it could be another
There's air
meaning.
quotes. There's air quotes there.
Okay.
And she had a wooden spoon, and she was hitting him in the ass with it. And then somebody was like the Jehovah's Witness and like their kid.
It was
were,
two
like,
ladies
knocking on the door,
and their little child, like 5-year-old kid, staring through the window.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
they
saw
could
that.
see.
Oh yeah, they saw us do it, and I mean, she was just lightly hitting my butt. We were just playing around, and
While you're in your underwear.
I'm in my underwear, yes. And I said, okay. I went and opened the door, and I had to talk with him with my head
They said,
behind.
did they say you motherfuckers need Jesus?
Probably.
Let me tell you about my
Probably.
Savior, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, no. Oh jeez. What do you think? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You guys grow up in Latin families?
No.
Okay.
No.
So in Latin families, the females have weapons of choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be a flip-flop, which is the most common, or if you're the grandmother, they usually have a wooden spoon or a metal spoon. And I'm not talking about like a one you eat out of a bowl. I'm talking about the big soup spoon.
That's what these were.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, my grandmother, for the longest time, especially before I learned to speak Spanish, she had that spoon, right? And if I effed up, she grabbed that spoon and whack, right? My mom recently told me a story. My grandmother has since developed in the technological age. She no longer has a wooden spoon. She no longer has a metal spoon. You know what she has for people when they act up? A taser fly swatter.
What?
Shit.
Holy crap!
It's
She
a fly
graduated.
swatter.
That is
It's
brutal.
a fly swatter in the shape of a tennis racket, like a small tennis racket, and it's got a taser on it,
Oh my
and the
God.
whole racket's made out of metal.
Oh
right?
my
So you hit the button,
God.
you hear the crack, 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 right? As you swing it. It's meant for killing flies. Grandma does not have a fly problem.
Oh my God, dude.
Okay?
Wow.
So mom told me a story. My mom made the mistake of cussing in front of my grandma. right? And Grandma wasn't having it. Grandma didn't say anything. But as soon as Mom turned around, and my mom's a big woman. I'm a big guy. My mom's a big woman too, right? My mom's like 5'11", 6 foot. She's tall, woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my grandma didn't say anything. She just let my mom keep on going. My mom thinks she's a grown-ass woman. But in Grandma's house, it don't matter how old you are. You ain't a grown-ass woman. You're going to respect Grandma's rules, right?
Right.
So Grandma waited for her to turn around, picked up that racket, and swatted. Not just swatted. She spanked my mom on her ass with this taser
Oh, my God.
tennis racket, right? My mom called me crying. Guess what your grandma did? Oh my gosh.
Oh my
She
God.
beat me. She beat me so bad. I'm like, what are you talking about? She told me about the test. I'm like, there's no damn way. And they called my grandma. And my grandma didn't say, calm as a cucumber, no laughing, no yelling, no nothing. Grandma said, you don't curse in Grandma's house. I was just like, damn.
Wow.
So, wooden spoon, tell your wife to upgrade to damn it, that grandma thing, and then y'all can mess around again.
Oh, my God, dude. Wow.
Wax that, wax that, wax that.
That is crazy.
That's
It was just
awesome.
stuck in my head. I hate you both. And like, I'm not even thinking like boxers, right? Give him some dignity, and at the very least he's wearing boxers, so it looks like he's wearing shorts. Nah, you're in some tidy whities as your wife is beating your ass with an electrified tennis racket.
Oh, my God.
That is great. Hey, Respawn. I threw something out. For you.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Yeah. It's from the TDT guys.
Mm-hmm.
The what is it? The chancla?
The chancla.
The chancla. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. All right.
That is stuff every Latin woman has
well,
in their arsenal.
We're running a little long on time, so what do you think? One each, Hazel?
Yeah.
Call it a night?
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go. Right. I keep skipping Jealous's question about like how many miles do you have on your car because I don't know.
We'll save that for another one.
Yeah. Uncle Scumdeath.
Mhm.
Everybody has gone out.
Mhm.
I have the house to myself for a couple of hours. Is an empty house something you treasure, even if it is just for an hour or two? Love the show, guys.
Respawn?
Oh, no, actually, I grew up in a big house, lots of brothers, lots of siblings, and we even had other people that would come and stay with us. So it's actually more peaceful for me to hear something happening, right? Like, it's easier for me to take a nap when my kid is next to me playing with his Legos than it is for me to take a nap in a silent house. Does that sound weird? It sounds weird, but it's just,
No.
yeah. I like to feel like the house is being lived in. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would make sense because you're probably an extrovert. I am, in fact, an introvert, and I treasure the quiet house. And now that I'm empty nester, both my kids are living on their own places, I get an empty house for about 3 hours every morning before I go to work. My wife leaves a little earlier than I do, so it is fantastic. Other than my dogs like to bark at stuff for no reason. Other than that, it's fantastic. What about you, Hazel?
For me, it's I can't sleep if I'm here by myself. It's just the weirdest thing. I mean, like if my wife, like she goes on trips, like her girlfriends and things like this, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna sleep this night. I don't know what it is. I just can't sleep.
Huh.
Really?
See, now I gotta tell you, y'all had me confused. Not confused. I wasn't expecting that, right? Because stereotypically, Southern people sleep with fans on or some kind of noise.
Yes, we have to.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So whenever he said he prefers the peaceful house, I was like, really?
Well, during the day, I mean, I've got earbuds in. I'm playing a game, But at night, I use the fan. Absolutely, it's got to have some noise.
Well, they were talking about. Oh, I don't know.
Empty
Anyway,
house. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess. Yeah. I wasn't expecting that. As a Southerner, I would have thought that you would have preferred activity.
No.
Instead of loneliness.
No, I'm introvert.
He's not a Southerner.
I am from Florida, so I guess that's not the real South. But I do drive a 4-wheel drive truck, so I guess that makes me half one. Anyway, yeah, it's no. I have to have fan noise. I have tinnitus from all my power equipment I've used over the years that didn't wear ear protection. Kids,
Kids.
definitely wear your ear protection.
Toss that in there.
I thought you meant that because you had kids.
No, that probably too. But no, protect your ears because it'll pay you back later when you get older. So I have to have noise, otherwise I won't be able to sleep. The noise in my head and that's what the nose, throat, and eyes, nose, throat, and doctor told me. Because it's just your internal noise. I'm like, really? Then why does it sound like a TV screen in a different channel on no channel, just white noise? I can't. I can't. I have to have noise all the time. Even when I'm by myself, it's great because I don't have kids tugging on me and stuff. I know you guys are dealing with that now, but it's great to just get into my game, or I'll usually have a game playing. I'll have the Discord open, seeing who's popping in to say hi, and even be listening to Spotify all at the same time. Yeah.
So, to point something out to you, you said I'm an extrovert, right?
I'm guessing you are. No,
I love not going out. I will stay inside until I die.
Well, according to Kingsley Mack, an introvert, he defined it for me. The best way you recharge is by not being around people. And Hazel's the opposite. He says Hazel's an extrovert because he says he loves talking with people, and if it's too quiet, I guess that's how you recharge, Hazel, is you converse with people.
I mean, it's one of those things. So, like, I was on Guardian Ghostcast for 4 hours or more than 4 hours, possibly. And it was maybe 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And I was so jacked up and I just couldn't, like, go to sleep. I was like, that's an extrovert,
Yeah, it is.
And that's the thing, is that I just got so jacked up with it. And I'm like, okay, I just can't go to sleep. This sucks. And I'm like, messaging back and forth with Truth Lives because he's the only person up.
Right.
So
he's editing.
Yeah. And I'm just like, hey, what are you up to? And he's just like, oh, not much. What about you? And he's like, what time is it there?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
So,
yeah.
But even with that metric though, right? It still doesn't fit because I recharge at home. Like I relax whenever I come home, especially after working. I stay at home. When the wife wants to go out, I'm like,
all right, my bad.
Right?
My bad. You're an introvert.
But here's the thing though, right? Once I'm out, once I cross that threshold and I'm out, that gear flips. Then the narcissist comes out. I'm a chat. I'm gonna do all kinds of dumb shit. When we go to the store, dude, my wife has bollywopped me so many times when we're at the store because, like, if that person, if that cashier, if that waiter, if that whomever makes a mistake of telling me, for example, "Have a nice day," I look at them and I was like they just said the worst thing they could say to me, right? Like, are you telling me how to live my life?
Oh, Lord.
Who the fuck are you to tell me to have a nice day?
Here comes the smack. Smack's coming.
Yeah. No, it comes, but like she usually lets me get a little more out before she loses her patience, right? I'll be like, who the fuck are you to tell me to have a nice day? You know what? I have a tear-stained teddy bear at home, and I reserve the right to go home and cry in that, and there's nothing you can fucking do to stop me. No, you know what? You have a nice day. How about that shit, right?
Night Demon, this is where you pop in the respawn ramp music.
Yeah. Or this is where they usually drown me out, and one of your questions was, why do I get drowned out?
Yeah.
That's an example there, right?
Gotcha.
But yeah, so yeah, just dude, I flip gears. It's like, if you're gonna drag me out of the house, I'm gonna have fun with it. Right.
I get that.
Yeah. So I don't know what the hell I am. I am confused.
I've always been a reserved person. I've always liked doing stuff by myself, and playing Cars or Army Men when I was little. I really didn't care to go outside and play all the time, but when I did, I had the greatest time shooting the hoops or whatever. So maybe I'm confused too. I don't know. Maybe I'm a reformed introvert / extrovert. I don't know. Maybe I'm a social introvert. I don't know what the term is.
It's hard these days, right? With all the things that keep us inside, video games, TV, air conditioning, modern amenities.
Right.
It's hard to find reasons to go outside and do stuff to be an extrovert, you know?
That's true. Yeah. That's true. All right. I'm going to finish it up with this question. It's a good question. It's from Uncle Scumdeath. It's a Destiny question. Yep. What Destiny characters would make the best hero and the best villain in a movie? Well, I mean, we're talking about Luke Smith has taken over the reins basically for creative control, basically, and they're probably going to allude to be going into movies and other form of entertainment or gaming. What do you guys think?
Well, that role has already been kind of filled by Banshee 44, but let's take him out of the equation, right?
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, because he's been both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes.
You know. I would say, I'm gonna throw a curveball here. The Ghost.
Okay.
Because I was reading some lore lately where the Ghost was a bad guy, and it completely caught me off guard. I did not see that coming.
We talked about that last week with Orchid.
Yep.
Yeah. So like the Ghost to be a hero because he's always there to support us. He helps us. He does the hero thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But then the whole time he's actually working against us, trying to trap us into some event we don't see because he calculated 4,000 years in the future or whatever, right? Who cares? Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, yeah. Dude, a ghost would make it an evil dude that nobody would see coming.
Boy, you would. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to res you. Sit there and think about that.
You're going to do it my way.
Mm-hmm. Or better yet, I'm going to res you just enough so that you're half dead.
And then get killed immediately. Yeah.
Oh, please.
I hear you. All right. What do you think, Hazel? Who would make the best villain and hero in a movie version?
I still think. I mean,
you're gonna say it.
What am I gonna say?
It apparently.
No, he's gonna say.
I'm not gonna say it.
He's gonna say. He's gonna say.
Got him.
He's gonna say.
Ding, 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 ding.
He's gonna say. He's gonna say Lakshmi too. Make a great villain.
No, she is a villain.
Okay, whatever.
It
has not.
Okay,
it has not. No.
Okay.
It has not. It is not. No, I've already read the lore. I've already read this week's.
Do me a favor and okay. I was gonna say put down the bounties.
No, I did do this. I did do the story this week, and it has not been proven yet that she has been taken or evil or been seduced by Savathun. It's not been proven yet. Her statements have not stated that yet.
About the EXO, the future old lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a villain.
That's what he says. I'm Team Savathun. No. I didn't say
Team
that.
Savathun.
No. I didn't say that. I'm Team Lakshmi. At least for now. Another week. We'll see next week.
I'm Team.
We'll see next week.
We'll see where the story goes next week. That's what I like about this.
Come on.
No.
Nope. You're all in.
Why do you think she's a villain?
Because she wants to basically destroy all of the fallen that we're helping right now with House Light.
No, all she was saying was, listen, would the fallen open their gates and let us anywhere and let us do anything in their town? No. So why should we be doing that?
House Light would?
That's not proven. It hasn't been proven. He said just because Misrax says that doesn't mean he would.
I thought Saint 14 said that though.
Said what?
But Misrax,
what you just said, would they do the same for us? Because he was talking to Misrax. Saint 14 and Misrax were having a conversation.
Yeah.
Because Saint 14's pissed that they're getting supplies.
And Lakshmi agreed. Right. Lakshmi was with us. She was agreed.
And then he's all like, well,
she's basically starting all of this though.
I don't know.
She's instigating?
Yes.
I don't think so. I think she's just looking out for the tower. She's worried that she's seen the future. And I don't know if it's been tainted by Savathun. It's not been proven yet.
But it's Vex Tech.
Yeah. So what?
I mean,
Vex Tech can be used against themselves. It can be used against the Vex.
It's made out of Vex Tech.
Exactly. And that's what I'm
Technically.
saying is that if she doesn't understand what the hell she's seeing, and she's seeing just one possible future, and she's going with it. I mean, who's to say? Like, I mean, all that she's really said is that she sees Mithrax, and he's like, standing in rubble and fire and stuff like this.
Yeah,
You know what?
but Miss
I'm
Rax
with Hazel. She's a bad guy because she's not a space cop.
Miss
right?
Rax also stated this week that using the light was forbidden in their city, but he's going to look the other way. The fact that we use light. So what's that tell you? Is he saying that the traveler's evil? Didn't you hear that? He says, using the light abilities and the light power in our city is forbidden. He said it
they
today.
Don't have light anymore. How can it?
But
be
when they
forbidden?
did, before the whirlwind,
so it was forbidden.
it was forbidden. Okay. He says, I don't agree to this using light stuff, but this is your town, your rules, so I'm just gonna abstain. I'm just gonna abstain and not say anything.
Use light inside the town. Even we don't use light.
He's saying you don't need to use any abilities, just your gun. No abilities or super. Yeah, ever. It's forbidden in his city.
They didn't use any of their light for anything besides resurrection?
I don't know. He didn't go into detail on that. He just said it was forbidden. With the Elixni. So there's already some contention here. So I'm just saying don't take his side so easily.
Oh, I do.
All right. We'll just agree to disagree.
I'm against like genocide. It's just
I'm not saying she's going to kill everybody.
Just me. Listen to this dude.
She's just saying that let's just not be so naive and open the doors and let them look at everything everything what we're all about. Let's just be a little cautious. That's all she's saying. Let's just be a little cautious.
Yeah.
That's fair. But like, if she's talking about how they shouldn't have food, that's a whole different subject.
No, she said that. No, she didn't say that.
She said that they shouldn't have supplies, and she's got Saint, because Saint is,
Well, Saint killed a lot of their brethren.
Yeah, Saint is a monster
with his head. Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. So I mean, I'll just pose this question. Orca said this last week. We commit war crimes every day. We kill Elixni every day before we go to work. So it's not, I don't know. It's already at odds. So there's going to be some contention. There's going to be somewhere down the line, there's going to be a line, and someone's going to have to cross it or not cross it.
Just like any other faction, there's good and bad to everything, right? There's bad Elixni, there's good Elixni, right?
And she's an exo, by the way. She has a mind and a human soul inside that body. So
yeah. Supposedly.
Keep that in mind. Well, if you remember, some other exo also had a very good heart. That was Mr. Cade 6.
Yes, but to say that they have a
to say he had a good heart, define good.
Cade was good. He
was good.
A good-hearted person.
But he did bad things.
Sometimes. Like what?
Well, like
stole. I mean, come on. Stealing stuff? Come on. That's part of being a hunter.
Oh, okay. So that's okay.
All,
like stealing kills and
second of all.
stealing my kill when you freeze them and kill them before I can get to them. That kind of thing.
Everything Cade did up to and including theft was to do a greater good. He wasn't stealing for his own personal gain.
Right.
Like even that invisibility cloak, right? That he stole, he gave to us. The ship that he stole, he gave to us. He used that cloak on the ship, which we promptly fucking destroyed.
No, I just think it malfunctioned.
Yeah.
Who's to say?
If you look at everything Cade's done everything. Even if it's sketchy on the outside, he's done it all with the best of intentions. You want to talk about a sketchy-ass dude, the Drifter, right? I'm a Dredgen. Right, I've got the Dredgen title. I have many titles, but the only one I wear is Dredgen. Right, I like the Drifter. I relate to the Drifter. Drifter's a cool guy in my book. But if you want to talk about a sketchy ass dude, that guy would come up 9 times out of 10 over Cade. Right.
So, I'm just saying, let's don't stick to our judgments yet. Let's see how the story. That's what I love about this season, man. the story just keeps unfolding as we go along. I like this format. I really do.
It does.
I think it should lock you in.
So
you want those damn consequences. I swear to God, Hazel wants us all to burn. If we make the wrong decision, damn y'all to hell. You're just going to burn.
We have to, though. That's what the traveler does. He leaves eventually.
Not in Gator's eyes. In Gator's eyes, you know, he wants an escape clause where you can be like, you may have,
I don't know.
You know.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Keep an open mind. Don't be too judgmental. I'm keeping an open mind with Miss Rax, and I'm keeping an open mind with what Lakshmi says. I'm just waiting and seeing. I'm
making her
just
Lakshmi.
Give them both
3.
guns, put them in a ring, and see who wins. Right?
That'll be
Because
Lakshmi.
she's not a guardian; she's just an exo, right?
She'll
I can have her 1v1 him.
She's cunning.
Let's go.
She'll figure it out. All right.
Figure it out.
Well, great questions. Great
I didn't
questions.
even answer that question.
Oh,
actually.
well, go ahead and answer it.
Fucking sidetrack.
Someone sidetracked us. I think you did.
What question did we ask?
I can't even remember.
Who's the hero and villain that we would like?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. God, an hour ago.
I know, it seems like it, right? So my answer was just going to be, I mean, before I was so rudely interrupted.
Oh, it was me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Duh.
All right, I'll let you answer.
I fucking forgot my answer. Dredge and Yor.
Okay.
That's who it was.
All right.
I want that story.
I didn't expect that. Okay. Good choice.
You mean in game?
As a villain, so who would be the hero?
In like a movie.
Who would you pick as a hero? If you say Miss Rax.
Horse.
Oh my God.
And that's my answer.
I cannot wait till Miss Rax turns on Hazel. I can't wait.
Parody wants a Fallen as a playable character.
Yeah, he does. He does. I wouldn't mind. Yeah. I wouldn't mind.
How about you play as Miss Rax? That would be great. And I think this. If you went with Team Lakshmi, you should not be able to play as Team Miss Rax.
There's those consequences. I got you.
That would be lovely.
I don't think I would be on her team just because I don't like Future War Cult.
I love Future War Cult. No way. They predicted Gaul. Come on.
Yeah, and look what they've done to stop that.
I don't know how to answer that. I don't know enough about the lore to answer that question, so I'll leave it at that. Hey,
make it easy for you. Not a fucking thing.
All right, we'll just see how the story pans out. We'll leave it at that.
Gator will change his mind and go like, "Well, I was always Team Miss Rax."
No, I'm not gonna openly admit that. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. But I'm just saying, the story will continue. And listeners, I'm sorry you had to endure that. We will.
I'm not. You know what you were getting yourself into when you saw the title.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
You hit play.
That's a good point. All right. Hey, community, thank you for all these great questions. You've given us a treasure trove of excellent entertainment here for everyone, and hopefully we represented everybody. Every week we try to represent everybody, so thank you for those questions. And now Mr. Elmer Fudd has an important message.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
Thank you, Mr. Fudd. This is our final segment of the show. This is where we like to pick our songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist. It's just a little sample of what the two of us and our guest Respawn here like to listen to, and we invite you, yes, you, to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify. Not the podcast, but there's an actual playlist. And we're now, of course, on iTunes. And I put all the links in our show description if you want to just go right to them and follow them. We have quite a few followers now. It's pretty cool. As a matter of fact, we have 683 songs, 49 hours, and 3 minutes of music representing all of us and all of our past guests from day one. So it's pretty awesome. It's getting to be a big list. And I sometimes will post some videos from YouTube in our music and TV channel about some of our music picks. So let me start with you, Respawn. What'd you pick tonight, man? And why'd you pick it?
Well, I picked two songs tonight. One of them is You're Gonna Go Far Kid by The Offspring.
Nice. It's a good
It's
song.
twofold. Number one, it's a super duper catchy song, right? And the other reason is, and you have to watch the video, right? The video is where the emotions come into play and the real deep thoughts, right?
Right.
So basically in the video, the guy was homeless, he was hungry, and this and that and the other. Nature gave him a gift, gave him a golden guitar, and it was designed to bring happiness and joy to those around him, right?
Right.
So when he first used it and he saw that it brought people joy, and one person gave him coinage for playing, at that point in time he started to abuse it.
Oh.
And then his gift was first turned against him and then taken away from him. So I think it's just a good way to view life. You know, if you're given a gift, don't abuse it. Use it for what it was intended for, right? And then I am going to butcher this name, but it's like Fjord Frey or Fire Frey from Rammstein, right?
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest, this is just one of those feels type of songs, right? This is what I listen to every now and again on the treadmill or when I'm running, something like that. It's that song that when it starts pumping in your head, you subconsciously start to move faster, start to work harder, things like that. It's just, it's a really good, air quotes, motivational song to get your heart pumping.
And it's got synthesizer in it. It's even better.
And it's got synthesizer on it. Between us, though, that was a real close between that one and Hollywood Undead Bullet.
Okay.
Right?
Mm.
You guys need to listen to that. The lyrics are so effing messed up, but it's so catchy, you will tap your feet despite being horrified by the lyrics.
I've had songs
Look
like
it
that.
up, dude.
I've had
It's
songs like that.
hilarious.
I got you, man. Nice. All right, Hazel. What'd you pick this week, man? Oh, by the way, first, you were a little late on your song picks this week.
Yeah, I was.
Thank
I give
you.
you credit.
Thank you for giving me that. Thank you.
Yeah, you know, because I knew that with Respawn that you were going to be, you know, a little bit of a, you know, a pinata. So, all right. So my first pick is Shimmy Shimmy Ya by ODB, because our playlist needs some of that.
I definitely know your songs when I listen to them. That's a compliment. Yeah.
So, yes, I definitely have to add this just because it's just so iconic with, I mean, just that that early 2000 rap music. It's just,
Oh, it's rap. Okay.
yeah, it's ODB, Old Dirty Bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't listen to rap, so I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's basically, if you listen to any rap music, you definitely came across this song.
Okay.
So,
I'll have to take a look at that.
all right. And then my next song is actually a song that my daughter introduced me to. It's Save Your Tears. It's The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. So, I mean, The Weeknd, for anybody who doesn't know, he does this thing where basically he takes like music that I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It's like music that you could take and play in the 80s today.
Yeah, Tears for Fears.
Sorry, you've got me confused. Hold on. Back up. The Weeknd. He.
Yeah.
The Weeknd is a person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Weeknd.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
The words
Yeah.
we use for the end of the week. The Weeknd.
Yeah,
That
it's
is a
him.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a, yeah.
Okay.
He's won
You
Grammys.
threw me for a loop. You're like, yeah, The Weeknd, he this and that. I'm like, he who? Ariana Grande is a chick. Last I checked.
Mhm.
And then I was like, wait, no, hold on, wait. The Weeknd is a dude? Wait, that's a person? What the F?
Yeah.
All right. My
No,
bad.
you're good.
My
You're good.
ignorant play here. I had no idea that The Weeknd was a name and not like a song title or something.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right.
But yeah, so, but no, this is like a song that if you listen to it, you're going to swear to God you've heard this before.
Ooh,
Because you're just going to go like, I know I've heard this. Because it sounds like every other 80s song that's ever been made.
Okay. All right.
So
Cool. Good picks. Both of you guys, good picks. Okay. This is a little off the beaten path for good old Gatr, but I was inspired this week. My first pick, this is a Filipino-American actress, singer-songwriter, born in Temecula, California in 2003. Her first gig was an Old Navy commercial, for God's sakes. And she has blossomed into a multi-talented star acting for Disney, signing record deals, 2 studio record deals with Interscope and Giffen in 2020. And by no means am I a pop music guy, but I heard this song originally on a recent Saturday Night Live episode, and it's just a great song. I can't deny it. So my pick is her single debut album, Sour, that went #1 worldwide and in the U.S., by the way. It's the song Driver's License from the artist known as Olivia Rodrigo. I can't help myself. It's a beautiful, poignant song. And I just, when I listened to it on Saturday Night Live, I already had looked it up and I already was going to add it. So, for my second pick, I went more my mainstream. I tell you what, the Scandinavian talent of rock music is amazing. This talent is from Oslo, Norway, formed in 96. Their music has been described by one critic as being, listen to this, classical, post-ambient, nocturnal, atmospheric, neo-progressive folk world rock. Say that 5 times fast. That is,
hell does that even mean?
That is music. I'm telling you, this band has been compared to Radiohead, Aha, Porcupine Tree, a lot of music that I love to listen to. And it all started when 2 lifelong friends who, they said the best way to describe their band name was, well, this is what he said. He says, we're an unlikely mixture of people, really. Not the average types of you'd expect to see in the same band. So he thought gazpacho, which really is the bastard of soups, mashed up vegetables served with cold, was the perfect name for the group. So with gazpacho, you get a surprise, something unexpected, something out of the norm, a positive contradiction, if you will. We feel this describes our band very well. So my song choice is from their 2007 album, Night. And the song is called Upside Down. And like I said, it's the band Gazpacho. You got to check this music out. I just found out about this group. And if you like Radiohead, I get big Radiohead vibes from this group. So check them out. I think you'll like it. I've already listened to all their albums. My wife's had enough. As requested, speaking of my wife, Mrs. Gatr has chosen a song for this week. And she says, prepare to hear one of the saddest songs ever. This song, Goodbye, by Cage the Elephant, was written by the lead singer for his wife as they were going through a divorce. So she's been on a sad music track this week. I don't understand why, but anyway. Into school, maybe.
Probably because she's been subjected to gazpacho for God knows how long.
Hey, Respawn, I got to tell you, man, I feel like I know you a little bit more now. That was a great interview. I just had a great time tonight, man. I don't care. I don't know where the time's gone, but I don't care. You've been a great guest, man. I did not expect things to work out the way they did tonight. So, I'm being honest, man. I know you're very high energy and you have your opinions. And I tell you what, man, I just loved hearing about you today. That was an awesome show. So thank you for coming on tonight, man. I know it was short notice.
Contrary to what most people believe, I'm kind of a big deal.
Just
damn it. Did you really just say that? Do you realize I got a Hulk t-shirt at home that I wear all the time? And my wife will go, hey, honey, you're kind of a big deal. It's a saying around our house. Holy shit, that's the same. That's awesome. Dude.
You're a big deal too. Wow.
I am a big kid.
Yeah,
too.
I am the biggest.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So inside,
I thought for sure you were going to say I'm a Toys R Us tool for some reason.
No.
Inside of your episode 97 chat at the very bottom, I put Taxi y Creza. Okay. So when you look this up, you got to find one with English subtitles. It's a Romanian song. Right?
Okay. All right.
It is another one of those really catchy songs.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have a chance, take a listen to it in a little bit, and it's going to get stuck in your head. I promise you. But it's basically about this guy who goes crazy because his wife just is such a typical woman, right? And like one of the verses of the song, he goes, You spend your money on the weirdest things. You have cream for your face. You have cream for your feet. You have cream for your hand. You have cream for your body. You have cream for your...
Jeez.
It's in Romanian. It's a good song. It's really catchy. It's really funny, especially if you can find the official video. I tried looking for it. I can't find it.
Okay.
But it's a really good song. It's a little bit of a culture shock for those of you that are just used to like English songs or whatever.
Right.
So I threw that in there just to give a splash of something from somewhere else that is entertaining and amusing.
Little bonus pick.
Take a look
Nice.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We'll check it out. Thank you. Thanks for that. Hey, everyone. If you like what you're listening to, do us a big favor. Spread the word. Hit that share button on your podcast app of choice. You know, I don't really promote our podcast. Mainly I'm old and I'm not hip. I mean, that's really being honest. So spreading the word is how we grow. So the more you tell your friends out there about our little show here, the more listens, the more people will reach. And that's a good thing. I think, it's just our little lighter take on Destiny. And we hope that we, took a little stress out of your life for this few hours that you listened to us tonight. And we just thank you very much. We love our community, and I can't say enough about it. And I love doing this show. It's just so much fun. So thank you. Just want to put that in there. Respawn, man. Thank you again, man. It's been a great night. This is the time of the show where maybe you can plug your podcast, where people can reach you, your streaming.
Sure. For all those that don't already know about me, I am the star of the show Two Titans and a Hunter. I am the hunter, no air quotes needed.
I'm sorry,
sir.
Sorry.
And it's spelled TWO, not the number. Two Titans and a Hunter. We are on YouTube, if he's still uploading. We are definitely on anywhere you can download a podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the edited versions, which I highly recommend you download and listen to, which is done by Night Demon, my co-host. Really sharp guy, does really well on the editing. And then we also have kind of the unofficial Twitch, which is actually my Twitch that I use to broadcast the TV show between my goofy streams or whatever. And did I say TV show? Podcast. I use it to stream the podcast for like a behind-the-scenes kind of gig, right?
Sure.
And that's called No1RespawnsInRL at Twitch.tv or Twitch.tv, whatever. Look me up on Twitch.
Yeah.
No One Respawns in Real Life.
Gotcha.
All spelled out. All right?
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so that's basically it. Do me a favor. Whenever you do get to our podcast, make a bunch of comments. Tell everybody how much you love me and how much you hate Titans.
Oh, boy.
It's very important.
Those are fighting
You hate
words.
Titans, right? Even if you're a Titan main, you're wrong, but whatever. I still want you to sign in and type that you hate Titans, right? Just to mess with my co-hosts, please. That I live to make their lives miserable, and I need your help. Please.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Hazel, where can everybody reach you, sir?
I'm Hazel, NT. Anywhere and everywhere, and I am streaming a little bit here and there.
Yeah, you did. And
I like
that's Hazel. What was your
on Steam or on Twitch? It's the Hazelnut, HAZELNT. So THEHAZELNT.
Very cool, man. I thought you did a good job for your first time.
Yeah,
really nice.
I just need to remember to look at the
the chat.
The chat.
It's a skill. It's a skill, believe me.
Do you have one or two monitors?
Well, with this was just streaming on TV, so.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
You're using a TV as a monitor? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, this was not like
I got you.
on Xbox or this was on Xbox.
I see.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well,
Okay.
what I do whenever I have my laptop and I only have the one screen at home, obviously I have the two screens and I have the chat up, right? One, you can put the chat inside your OBS. That way you can monitor your stream and your chat if you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a pain, but you can do it. And also, if you only have the one thing, your phone, your tablet, your whatever can also just have the chat, so you can still interact with them.
Or you can own a PS5 and have both.
I'm sure there's a way to do it, you asshat.
You know what? The fact that you keep plugging a PS5, bro, are you sponsoring them? Are you
No,
cut back?
no, not at all. No, not at all. I've been a PlayStation gamer since day one.
I don't know why their controllers.
Are you kidding me? No, dude. That's the way a controller's supposed to be set up. None
With
of these
your thumbs at 90-degree angles.
Yes, not this splayed
No.
stuff. No.
And carpal tunnel.
It's not splayed. The Xbox controller and almost every other controller aside from the damn PlayStation one has ergonomics in mind, where your hand naturally sits. And PlayStation thought to themselves, gee, let's take their natural hand placement and fuck it up.
No, it's very comfortable.
No.
I disagree.
I disagree.
I tried using
Obviously
I
wrong.
tried using an Xbox controller when I played Call of Duty, and I would always be leading with my left more than my right because it was forward on the controller. I hated it.
Mhm.
I hated it.
Even on my PlayStation 4, I have one of those Astro gaming controllers
Oh God,
in the shape of an Xbox.
that's terrible. That's
See, that's
it's
what I
amazing.
want.
That's just
It's
terrible.
amazing.
No.
That's the only reason I can even play my Final Fantasy
No,
games.
that's a no for
is
me,
with
dog.
that controller.
Sorry.
Well, I mean,
Look,
look, everybody's entitled to their
everybody's
opinion.
different.
It's just that you're
Even
wrong.
if they're
That's
wrong,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
all right, fine. You can find me on the Twitter at Todd the Gatr. Remember, that's Gatr. You can also find me on Steam and PS4. I'm sorry, PS5 as Gatr. G-A-T-E. You got me all messed up. It's Gatr, all caps, underscores in between. I'm on YouTube as well. Gatr, Gatr Guardian Town Cast, all one word, where we actually post our episodes every week as well, as far as, and also any podcatcher out there. We're also listed on that as well. And you can also reach us about our show at guardiandowncast.com. You can email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com. And we're on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast for show questions or just join in the conversation. We talk a little bit on that. Like I said, guardiandowncast.com for all the details. And I believe that's about it. I can't think of anything else to say, so I will say this.
How does anybody keep up with you, dude? You just rattled off like 19,000 things for your show.
Well, that's they can just go to guardiandowncast.com. They got it all right there. It's that simple.
Jeez. And now I feel like such an unprofessional because the 2 times in 100, we have a Twitch. I don't know what it is. Not a Twitch. I'm sorry, a Twitter. I don't know what it is. We have a Facebook.
It's 2 times in Hunter. I follow.
I don't know what it is. We got an email. It's a Hotmail, I think, and I think there's a Titan and 100 in there somewhere. I don't know. Right? Parody and Night Demon are both. Well, Night Demon's laughing at me. Parody's shaking his head and just like, "What the hell is wrong with this guy?" Because Parody says it every week. You think I'd have it memorized by now, but I don't.
Right.
But we have all of those things that he just said. I just don't know what they're called. So, best thing. Go download the podcast, comment on the podcast if you want our attention or something, right?
Right.
Or just listen to the end of our last show and Parody will tell you how to contact us.
Yeah, I'm sure Night Demon will put it in right about here.
Right.
So, hey, only thing I have left to say is continue to be safe, everybody. More importantly, take care of one another.
Hello, and welcome to Scumdesk Corner. After last week's fiasco with my motorbike, which I explained in last week's Scumdesk Corner, imagine my surprise. Monday morning, 6 a.m., went to go to work, jumped on the motorbike, started it up, and it sounded like an old knackered 1920s tractor. So I'm like, what the hell's going on here? So I thought we had a lot of rain, so I thought I might have had a bit of rain got in the tank. But I drove all the way to work, chugging like hell, and it didn't clear. But it sounded like the engine was running on 3 cylinders instead of 4. So that was a nightmare. I had to take it to the garage, and apparently a wire had come out of the coil, which gives the electricity to the sparks, which had knackered one of my spark plugs. So I had to have the coil fixed. I had to have new spark plugs put in, a few little bits done. That was another 80 quid. I spent a bloody fortune on that thing. So nothing else can go wrong. Please. So, just thought I'd give you a quick update. So, they do call it the joys of motoring, but I believe there is no joy in motoring. Anyway, hopefully I won't have to talk about this fucking bike again. Anyway, love you all. See you later.
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Get toddled.
Deuces.
No, we don't use Geark. We don't use any of those beavers.
Speaking of which, hold on.
Beavers, what?
We need to get this out in the open. All right. So, I left 11 minutes ago the raid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For you guys.
Really?
Did you really?
Did you beat it at least? Or
well, we got to the end boss, right? We've only been doing it for like an hour, right? So start to finish, we got all the way to the final boss, and then one of our guys had to dip out. And he's like, hey, we need to find a person. I was like, well, you need to find two, because I got to go do this thing with these guys.
Dude, you dipped on Atheon?
I dipped on Atheon, but you know what? I mean, I got the checkpoint, so
yeah, that's
not
true.
a big deal.
That's true. Well, dude, thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was cool of you to do that, man. Are you in town? Are you at home or are you out of town?
I am at a hotel.
Oh.
Tomorrow, 4 hours to Denver to catch a plane home.
You sound pretty good for a hotel.
I have my actual mic with me.
Oh, cool deal, man.
Coincidentally.
You sound better than Night Demon.
I always sound better than Night Demon. What the f*** you mean?
He told me to say that.
I know.
I punched a goblin and it laughed at me and punched me and smacked me in the face and I was dead.
Question for the show. Oh, wait, I didn't want to pick this.
I've lived a lot in my few years on Earth.